with
Oh my
Cole.
god.
You're like an evil mastermind.
I am.
Oh.
We are on the internet.
Alright, says hello, internet.
Hello, everyone,
So excited to use my ring.
and welcome to another. Matt, before you sit down, can you let Charlie back in?
No.
She's being a very good girl, waiting very patiently. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Okay.
He said, hello, internet. He would be chasing the red dots.
Who would like to recap what happened last time?
Well,
I don't even remember.
we went back. Nope. Did we start on the team?
We started in the team.
We started on the team. Some of us started on the team. That's right.
Team of four.
Yes, some of us started.
Yeah, some of us started. And then we were going, and then everyone else, they used the gate stone,
And they joined us.
and yep, they popped in right next to us. What happened next?
We continued through the dungeon and went into a room filled with pillars and a couple of orcs or half orcs, I'm not sure which, and one robed elf.
Oh yeah, and they were the orcs were floating.
Yes.
There's a Willy Wonka situation.
Yep, but they couldn't burp.
Yeah, they didn't burp. I don't think they tried it.
Just not right, so.
And they were floating away, and then there's evil people trying to help them.
We tried to band together and put aside our differences to get out alive from this tomb,
Yep, we tried.
and that wasn't going too well. So we eventually found our way out, losing one of our friends, Grizzly Hammersticks, but luckily he was revived.
Oh, we did lose him.
Made it most of the way through the tomb, and at one point,
Oh, yeah.
our hooded friend ran away and grabbed a head and teleported
Teleported away. We did not stop him.
as the head seemed to wake up.
Who do we think the head is? Agamemnon? Is that a person?
That's exactly who we thought it was, actually.
I thought it wasn't. Did we think it was Azathoth?
Oh, I don't know which one it is.
Asarak?
Asarak.
We're on point with that.
Azathoth is a different.
Agamemnon.
Whatever.
What, is that a real person?
Azathoth?
No, Agamemnon.
Yeah.
What's that from?
History.
Troy.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's definitely what it is. Yep.
Cole, come here,
Okay.
Bubba.
It was
So-
not him.
You guys sorted through the treasure room and found quite a bit of treasure. We passed out the magic items, but for those of you at home, I will go through the list really quick, just so that you're all caught up. There was 95,000 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys mark that down?
No. Steph, that's going to be in your bag of wealth.
Yes.
Bag of banking.
Bag of banking.
90,000 gold pieces?
95,000.
Oh, sorry.
We are so
pieces.
rich.
I'm going to use some of that.
There were
Fun.
97
Group endeavor.
small gems that were worth at least 5 gold pieces each. There was 3 larger gems. The first was a peridot, which is like a light green gem that you believe to be worth at least 7,000 gold pieces. There was a darker gem, which was an emerald, that was worth at least 30,000 gold pieces. Lastly, there was an opal black as night and as large as Grizzly Hammerstick the Goliath's fist that you believe is worth close to 90,000 gold pieces.
I'll take that one if you guys want. I'll just hold on to it.
We dropped it?
No? Okay.
There was a spear with orcish words carved into its shaft, which was a spear of backbiting, which Carrick took. There were 5 black arrows inscribed with enchantments written in Infernal that proved to be arrows of devil slaying that Sefri Hornraven took. A large hammer covered in dwarven glyphs, which is a dwarven thrower, which is currently in the bag of holding. An intricate short bow of elven design enchanted in some manner named Thoranarna.
Mm-hmm.
Which those of you who know Elven know it means, I believe,
I do not.
I know of it.
I know
Wounding Eagle,
Dwarven.
I believe is what it's called, or
Wounding Eagle?
Woundbringer.
I know Sylvan.
They're nothing helpful.
There were
There's no
12
It's
potions.
the best language.
Of the 12
don't know
potions,
Oh, right.
there were
It
2 potions of
for
climbing,
a year.
2 potion of poison, 1 potion of invulnerability, 1 potion of lightning resistance, 1 potion of growth, 1 potion of fire breath, 1 potion of Storm Giant Strength, and 3 potions of Animal Friendship. There were 6 spell scrolls, a scroll for Wall of Force, Creation, Watery Sphere, Locate Object, Conjure Minor Elementals, and Shock and Grasp. There was a ring with a blue gemstone that was a ring of jumping. There was I skipped some items, I think. You guys didn't ask about them.
There's definitely
Which
items
ones?
missing.
There's like tons of potions.
There was a elegant cloth of fine hues of red, orange, and gold, which was rope of
Do you know
summer.
how long that needs to be in the oven for?
There was a bag with
Let me
7
check,
small dry beans in it, which was a bag of beans.
Yeah, it is.
Some
Oh,
old
is that
cracked
it?
pipes,
This
which
is what we're
are
doing?
pipes of the sewers, and a small box filled with paints and brushes of various sizes, which are Nolzier's marvelous pigments. After you guys collect all of the magic items and sort them out and begin to leave, would you like to go back up into the false treasure room or continue in the hallway that this secret room was just off of?
I think we should continue down the hallway because the false treasure room we couldn't use magic in.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Charles.
Nope, you can't have that.
The whole time we're walking down, I just want to pay
I wanna-
attention for if I suddenly don't feel magic again.
Okay.
And I want to check for traps.
Give me an investigation check. You can make an Arcana check so that you can maybe catch it if you start.
What are you doing, Dan?
Kate doesn't like coal and was afraid
Whoa,
to move
whoa,
him.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I was playing with Cole. I have 17. Wait.
I want to hold him.
Oh shoot, we gotta buy this.
He doesn't want to be helped. Clearly. No,
Oh,
no, no. 24. I was going to ask you a dumb question. On if I
So
knew
what was
that.
the Arcana check?
I'm going on to roll 20. Sorry to get my.
17.
It's gonna be I think a 21.
Charles, Cole, whatever your name
And
is.
what was your investigation?
24.
24. Okay. What's the marching order, by the way?
I'm
Who's-
going to go first.
You're obviously leading it.
I'll go second.
Yes.
Second.
I'll go in the back.
Okay.
Run out the rear.
You guys are
You're always in the middle.
your guard duty.
I'm usually
No.
in the back.
Actually, it's usually at the back.
No. We remembered last time that you should probably be in the middle. So that
Oh,
your
right.
bonus hits everyone.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
So you guys
That's
walk
actually 22.
for about 30 minutes, and this pathway doesn't turn. It doesn't change direction. It's simply straight. Those of you in the back, after about 30 minutes when you turn back and look, you notice the hallway is just stretching onwards, and those in front of you, the hallway is still stretching forwards.
I don't know. What's the name of the city we were in? Last
No idea.
Vostor.
Tour.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember
It's a border lane.
the teleportation circle for Vostor. Or any, if there is one.
You never found one.
We never found one.
You never searched one out.
Well, we could. Nope. Yeah, I don't know.
I can teleport us somewhere else.
Yeah, but then we're gonna be so far away.
Yes, we are. And we'd have to look for someone that could get us here.
That's not. We're already gonna be gone like a month, probably. Look at the time now we're in that stupid floaty room.
I think it might
If
be
you'd like-
might be longer than that.
If you'd like to wait a day,
I'm a little worried about that.
I can do something that's probably not the smartest, and we can see about surviving a day on a different plane.
How does that? How do we get back to the
We
Elven
could-
Plane?
What was the Dread Emperor? Did we fight the Dread Emperor?
Yes.
Okay, I could teleport us to the plane of the Dread Emperor if that's still alive and working. Well, that seems like a bad idea.
You remember the last time you were on that plane?
It looked like it was
It
collapsing,
was
right?
collapsing around you guys and falling apart.
What is a safe plane of existence? Because I have plane shift. I can plane shift us. I can't teleport us. Except teleportation circle.
You think we could just go back where we came from?
Oh, is Kian still with us? Still right
He
next to
is.
us. Does he? Can I ask him? Does he know any of the? If there is a teleportation circle anywhere in Valstor? Not that he would know it.
Probably.
Okay. I just want to make sure there was one there, so if we go somewhere else, we can maybe pay them to send us to Vostor. I don't want to leave and then not have any way to get back.
That's not a bad idea.
We could go to
There's a spider
Thimblefleet.
crawling across the thing.
Oh wow.
Roll.
Oh god, it's terrifying.
Do you remember the last time you were in Thimbletweed? You guys
There's a
left
spooky spider.
On bad terms.
on bad terms.
Ew.
But yeah, but they thought we were very bad people.
So what are our options here?
I think our only real option is to try to teleport out, and then have someone else teleport us to Bastor.
Charlie, it's not for you.
What if they can't teleport us there? How far is it? How long did it take us to get to that
I
sword
do
from
not
where
have a
we're at?
map. How far is what is it, Emberhold?
Yeah, do we
I
have a
think I have
map? Can we
Emberhold.
pull up a map?
Or Careford?
They're
Emberhold or
both so
Careford?
far away. I feel like
I feel like they're very far away.
it's like
traveled a long time to get
It's like
there.
weeks of travel.
We did skill challenges to get here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. That's why he's saying teleport.
Yeah, but what if nobody can teleport us like back to that store?
But you just said that there's a teleport, didn't you?
Well, Thimbletweed is not really an option right now, even though I know they have one.
It's about 2,000 miles from
to
Careport to as the crow flies.
That's like
And what about
across
Emerald?
the country.
It took you guys a couple months to.
What
What
if you
about
Took you guys like 2 months to get
Oh
to
my.
Yeah,
God.
remember I enchanted things during that
What
time.
if people-
Emberhold?
Yeah.
Emberhold.
Sorry, go ahead, Steph.
What do people need to know to like what would make you know how to teleport? You just need to know like
I'd have to-
patterns of it or something?
Yeah, I'd have to be able to actually write it down in my little book, so I can copy it when I make it. I could guess, and it'd probably just not work at all.
I don't
Or kill
recommend
us,
that.
who knows?
I really don't recommend that.
Or I can plane shift us, and we can hang out on another plane of existence for a little while.
I mean, at least that won't like be.
Let's go to the plane of fire. Let's go to the Brass City.
What can you take us
City
to
of
any?
Brass.
City of Brass, Brass City, same thing.
Can you take us to any plane that like you know of?
I'm fairly certain I'd have to read through the spell again.
For plane shift, I believe you just name a location on a plane. You can just say the plane, for instance. You could just say the
I can say the
element of plane of fire, or you can try to name a generally specific area, such as the city of Brass on the elemental plane of fire.
question that I actually don't know the answer to mechanically. Can I say the plane we're already on, or does it have to shift
That's what I was
planes?
just about
Different
to
plane.
ask.
Different
Has to be a
plane.
different plane.
That's what I thought, because otherwise it's just
I think
teleport.
we should do that. We should just plane shift.
It's going to take us a whole day.
Because you can only do it
Hold-
once a day.
Actually,
Yeah,
hold on.
that's fine,
No,
'cause-
no, I can. We can do it instantly.
Well, let's do
I-
that.
As
Yeah.
long as I didn't cast a spell at that level.
What level spell is it?
Let me check.
Charlie, knock it off.
No, we can't do it in just one day. I can still do it, but I used my 8th level spell slot.
So we can't do it today.
We can go somewhere today. We're
Yeah.
going to have to wait a full day.
That's fine though, because if we spend a day here, it's gonna be longer than
Actually,
if we
how
spend
long
a
have
day
we been in
somewhere
the
else.
hour time relative to us? How long have we been going through this
A while.
tomb?
Since you entered the tomb again,
It's at least a couple hours.
about
Stop.
3-4 hours.
3-4 hours we've been
Leave.
going through it?
Actually, by this
Charlie,
point, because
no.
of the ritual, about 5 hours.
5 hours.
Stop.
Okay. We could take a very, maybe not needed so much long rest right then at a different place
Yeah, I think we should.
after we get set up. Anyone have any ideas of what plane of existence we should go to that isn't going to kill us? We could go to the Feywild. That sounds like fun.
Oh, I've been there.
You've been there.
I don't know why.
When were you there?
I don't know. It was when did we all get drunk or something? Is that what happened?
Oh, it was that time that
You guys
I
had
got
downtime.
kidnapped.
Yeah.
You had downtime of about 2 weeks. And you all went off and did different things, and Exeris went and just got really drunk for a couple nights. And
And
she
then-
woke up one like the next morning,
A year older
a year physically older, and knew Sylvan with no other memories.
the Feywild sounds great. Would you like to go there?
I would like to find out
Do we
why I
know
was there.
anywhere
So maybe
in the
that would be a
Feywild?
good little.
Does anyone know of any
Can I
location in the
try
Feywild
to
that isn't
remember
going to
any
do it?
location in the Feywild?
You can
You should just
He's like, let
It's
me
gonna, give me
Google
it's
that.
gonna give me a
you
disadvantage.
you cannot.
Oh.
just say the Feywild. See what happens.
I'm really read through this spell real quick before I just start.
Let's see if I
trying to
have any
teleport
other
us
information because
places.
I've been asking people about the Feywild.
I honestly think any place is better than this stupid.
No, I think
tomb.
Feywild's a good idea.
The longer we're here, right?
Yeah, the longer we're here.
Because then I'll just
worse
be
it
like,
is.
hey,
That,
you remember me?
I mean, the only other thing we could do is say City of Brass specifically. Can't I say a person too? I gotta look that up.
Yeah, or we go to that place.
And
That
I
guy
can try to
seemed-
go to that exact guy.
That guy seemed nice. I liked him. He had a good little bond. Gave me unlimited money. Sort of.
Why don't we go to the Nine Hells?
Is there a water plane? A plane of water? We
There's
go
an
there.
alpha plane of water.
We should go there. We can all swim, right?
I don't think I can swim.
Maybe we shouldn't go there. You were a pirate!
Yeah, but I don't think with all my armor and things, I don't think I
Oh,
could
yeah,
swim.
probably.
Okay, so we just gonna say the Feywild in general?
That's what we're doing.
That's my vote.
How many people do we have total?
I need to grab the book really quick.
We got plus 4. We got Grizzly, Darnavir,
And
Kian,
Ian.
and
13.
no.
Charlie, stop. Not a chance.
We're missing anyone?
Suppose you just do.
It'd be really awkward if we left somebody.
You,
I think that's
me, Nexirus, Sephri,
Especially when she's
Darnavir,
begging.
Grizzly,
Okay, goodbye,
13.
I'll take it.
It'd be really
Kian.
cute, but like no.
I think that's everyone.
That's 8. We have 8 people,
She's
correct?
sad though.
I can get us all there.
Perfect.
I can do up to 9.
Oh, so we're good.
Me and 8 other people.
Yeah, so we're good.
Okay, so you're going to.
Link hands in a circle, and I'm going to plane shift us to the Feywild.
So exciting, guys.
I'm really excited. I hope somebody recognizes
Probably
me.
like another
Really
door.
I
funny.
want to know why I was there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Nexirus, how have you been? You are. It's one heck of a night.
Ah, yeah. What the fuck is happening?
Okay. You feel the sensation of similar to a roller coaster when you hit that peak and you're just about to go, and as everything goes black, you feel yourselves pulled down and sucked down. Your stomach's almost holding in place as you are spun through the ether, and then you feel your feet hit soft ground.
In hindsight, I'm saying, as Wilbert, as we hit soft ground, in hindsight, I probably could have used these marvelous pigments to just draw a door on the wall that led to the outside world. Is that how they work?
No. So if you drew a door and you opened it up,
That just would have been
whatever
rock
is
on its
physically on the other side of that
Okay.
door.
Yeah.
So let's say you were in a jail cell.
Thought
You
that was
could
worse than it
you could
was.
paint a door on the wall and just open that door and go through.
side. Okay.
Charlie, I don't
Could
know
you
what
just-
you want. But
There's like
nothing.
a hole in the ground. Good.
Why would I want just a
Attention.
hole in the ground?
You could probably put like a hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, that could got us out, probably.
So
As you all open your eyes,
Okay, we're
you
here.
see you are in a small clearing in a twilight glade. There are
Although to be fair, here might leave us here like a day. It might be a year. Because when I came last time, a day was a year.
flowers of
Again, this should-
it's a dry.
Oh,
Dry.
it's dry.
there are flowers and blooms of every color imaginable, but it's almost like the saturation's been turned up just a little bit. Everything is almost too brightly colorful.
We messed up. Like, Feywild. There's so many places we could
The
have
sky
Yeah, I didn't think that one through.
is a purple, ranging from one side, what would be west for you all, or east for you all, sort of the way you would wrap your heads around it, a dark midnight purple near black, to a light purple, like sunset, to what would be the west.
Okay.
You hear what sounds like birds chirping. You hear the wind kind of blowing through the grass, which is about knee high for next year's Carrick and Sephri, mid cap actually for next year's, and about waist to chest high for Wilbur. You are
Hello
in
down
Feywild.
there. Is it itchy? I don't know why I'm British again. Char, come here.
Can I go try to like pick a flower?
Yeah.
I would like to pick a flower and then give it to 13.
Okay, as you walk towards some flowers sort of on a bush.
Yeah.
As you draw close, you actually see the blooms open up
Oh.
even wider. And you see a bright pink flower that sort of opens up, and you see lighter shades of pink and yellow actually on the inside.
Oh, so pretty.
And as you reach forward, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it looks pretty. It's not. It's not.
Bad
safe.
idea. 27.
27?
Yep.
Yes, Matt.
Okay. I just realized that.
You sort of out of the corner of your eye, you see snaking along the ground through the grass are roots from this tree and vines, and you jump back as they suddenly snap forward and try to grab your legs.
Oh god.
And the as you back up again, the flowers sort of close up. Not completely. There's still color there, but now a little bit more green than pink and yellow.
Oh guys, don't touch the flowers. I'm scared.
Yeah, that doesn't look great.
Bad idea on my part.
Yeah, that looked a little frightening.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Do you want me to retaliate?
No.
I can use blight on the tree.
No! Do not blight the tree. It's nature.
So we're just in a clearing and we don't.
Can we see anything?
Yeah, like can we, what
You
else
just
do we
see trees around you.
So should we just pick a direction?
Direction? Do you want to just hang out
just gonna
right
hang out
here?
here?
Can I
Oh, we can
test
just hang
which
out here.
way
I
the
can
wind
try
is
to
going?
sleep for 8 hours, just rest. Do you guys want to
We could do that.
protect me for a little while
We could do that.
So
in
we
the
don't
middle
get
of
the
this
rest.
open field?
Just
Yeah, we could do that.
yeah, I guess.
I mean, if you want to take turns,
That's fine.
you're welcome to.
I'll just do it together.
Okay.
So you're gonna set up camp.
Just right here in the middle of the field.
Gonna take out some tents now. You don't have Dub anymore.
Yes.
Oh man.
You guys.
I miss our bard.
I need to look at something else in a different book.
I'm just having a bard.
Subtle.
Shout out to Mike if he's not watching.
If he's not watching.
That was a joke because he's definitely not. Who is taking the first watch?
We'll take the first watch.
We're good right now.
For right now,
The second watch.
so we're in the right place.
Just a minute. I will not be taking the second watch.
I'll take the second watch.
If I don't take a watch, is it just 6 hours we have to rest if I'm sleeping, or is it still a full 8 hours?
You need to get 8 hours.
Okay, 8 hours. I mean, if we need to, I can take a watch, I guess.
Nah, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I realized that right after he finished describing the family.
Like we messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yet again.
So I just subtracted it.
Yeah, you're not here.
Oh no.
Neither am I.
Oh,
But I can see where Feeny is.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I don't
I
have-
can't see where you are.
But
I
see
don't
where
have
I
it
am now.
enabled.
Did I move it?
Yep.
There we go.
Wow, I was running short on spell slots. I was really worried if we had to fight a lich at the end of that dungeon or something.
We probably would not have made it.
I had
So,
3 first level.
first watch is next year.
One
Second watch
second.
is Carrick. Who's taking third watch?
I will.
Sefri, who's taking the fourth watch?
I'll take the fourth watch.
So you're gonna go third. You're going second and fourth.
Well, I'll
No,
probably go in a
can
row.
I can
I'll
go the
in a
last
row.
one. I can
You'll
go the
do-
last one.
I'll do second and third.
Second and third.
Yeah.
I think you need to go 4 hours. Oh yeah.
I'm
You need to go like 4 hours straight.
I'll
so
go the
you can
last
do
yeah,
third
so
and fourth.
second.
I will go for the
Oh
last
yeah, that's what I meant. I meant like I would.
You'll finish it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will
so-
go second then.
First
Okay,
next year
I'll
is
take
second.
I'll go third and
And then
fourth. Wait.
Third and fourth.
Yeah, I'll go third and fourth.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
That's
That
the
makes sense.
perfect song to be having playing right now.
Yeah. So the first watch is next year's. Can I please have you have? Can you please give me? Have you give me? I don't.
Wow,
I
what
don't
is
know how
happening?
words work.
Words.
How words work. A perception check.
It's not great. It's gonna be a 9.
You all settle in. Are you going to try to make a fire?
I wasn't planning on it.
I'm not. Is it, are we cold?
No, it's actually like a
It seemed like a very
a summer, a nice summer
It's a
night.
crisp fall night.
Crisp fall day.
All right, so we will not make a fire. I think.
Yeah, I don't think we need it.
So as the time passes, you hear constantly the sound of animal life around you, birds chirping, the sound of squirrels running in the trees, things rustling in the brush, but you never actually see anything. You just hear it constantly. And you realize that throughout the first hour, the sky overhead isn't changing. It's still staying in that constant purple hue, just on the edge of twilight. After 2 hours have passed, it still seems.
Can I be like whispering in Sylvan every once in a while? Like hello.
Yeah.
Just like
Yourself.
you know it.
As the second part of 2 hours pass.
Isn't even there.
Hello. I need to make sure of something very quickly. How are you? How are
Price
you?
on the phone. That's copying me? Oh god.
Grinch.
Alright, I give up.
Yeah, so as the last 2 hours of your watch ends,
Oh, I can run plan shift.
you think you hear on the wind when you say hello, you think you hear someone say hello back,
I mean, I could.
but you're not really sure. It could have just been the wind and the trees.
It's that first thing. Is anyone there?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
You don't hear anything else. Sefri, you're
Yes.
woken by Naxiris.
Okay.
You're not sure if she's joking when she says it's your turn to watch. You feel like you've slept for 2 hours,
Oh god.
but
Oh,
the sky looks the same. Everything looks just like it did when you went to sleep. Nothing looks any different.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk around the whole time. Can I investigate the flowers actually?
Yeah.
I don't think we
What
wanna
do
that.
you give me a nature check?
It's 17.
17. You notice as you get close, they start to open up more, and you can identify there's a couple of these bushes around, about 3 bushes that as you get close, they're the ones that sort of show you the more vibrant and intense colors that are very beautiful. And twice as you get close to them, they snap out to try to grab you. You sort of get a feel for the distance, and you see there's about 3 of them that are around the camp.
Okay.
Everything you see, it's similar to plants or species, right? There's species of plants.
I think so.
They're very similar to things you've seen before, but at the same time completely alien.
Do I hear anything?
You hear birds chirping, squirrels running in the
Animals.
trees above, things in the underbrush, trees creaking in the wind.
I'm gonna take out my dagger and I'm just gonna keep walking and swinging it aimlessly as I walk.
Okay. Just kind of on around the edge of the camp.
Sometimes I get close to the bushes. What? That's all I do. The rest of my hour and a half.
Just walk around swinging a dagger.
Yeah.
Glad we don't have a
I
psychopath.
whispered to myself. In between me whispering
Yeah,
to myself.
right.
I hum to myself.
I'm just here
in
sleeping.
Dwarven, so it's fine. No one will understand it.
I speak Dwarven.
Oh, well,
I'm
you're sleeping.
now.
Can I go up to Wilbert and just whisper random stuff in Dwarven while he's sleeping?
Why?
Yeah, you can give them nightmares.
His hand
I'm
in
just
a cup of water.
picturing Torvir dying over and over and over
That's
again.
awful. That's so bad.
That was an NPC.
It's my brother, by the way.
That was around
He's a
before.
dwarf.
Sorry,
My adopted brother.
Yeah.
stuff
I
happens.
mean, I was the one adopted, but it's more fun to say he was the adopted brother.
Because the light's not changing at all, Sefri,
Mhm.
as you're on watch, you don't really notice the time passing, which give me a perception check, by the way.
14.
Yeah, you don't really notice time passing. The only way you
Yeah.
realize that time has passed and that your watch is now up is when Carrick wakes up from his trance. But the sky is still that same hue of a dark purple to a light purple.
It's very unsettling. Carrick actually trances with his eyes wide open,
Yeah.
just staring like this.
Alright. I'm asleep now.
I'm awake.
Carrick is now awake. Carrick, give me a perception check for the first watch. Is there anything you're doing, or are you just sitting in the circle?
Can I? It's a 12. Nope. 14. Mm-hmm.
14?
14.
And are you just sitting around
Can I-
and sleeping, or are you doing anything?
Can I
particular going on?
unattune to my staff and then attune to the spear?
You can. There's something I need to tell you about that.
Oh boy.
bad.
We didn't cast
Ah.
spy.
So as you're resting, and you attune yourself to
God.
the spear,
Son of a gun.
you find out the spear is cursed.
Lovely.
Curse. This weapon is cursed, and becoming attuned to it extends the curse to you. Until the curse is broken with remove curse or similar magic, you are unwilling to part with the weapon. Keeping it within reach at all, unwilling to part with the weapon.
Okay.
Keeping it within reach at all times. In addition, you have disadvantage on attack rolls made with weapons other than this one.
Do my fists count? No! I hate this thing. You did this on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Do you?
Whenever you
know
roll a
your
one,
curse?
this was a item that was found in by rules as the book was written.
Sure.
Whenever you roll a 1 on an attack roll using this weapon, the weapon bends or flies to hit you in the back. Make a new attack roll with advantage against your own AC. If the result is a hit, you take damage as if you had attacked yourself with a spear.
Oh wow.
The funny part is we should have known that because nothing in the item description you have says anything about its back except its name, backbiting.
Why didn't we see this?
Are you aware that is he aware?
Do I
he's
know that I'm cursed?
You...
I feel like I don't know exactly.
Yes, but it's similar to, you know how in Lord of the Rings, they know when they're holding the ring that the ring is controlling them a little bit? They know that they shouldn't be craving this ring as much as they are, but they're not willing.
Oh, good. That's great.
A heroin addict knows that heroin's bad, but they're
Still
still on heroin, and you're not going to take that heroin away from them.
You're the other one with the remove curse too, aren't you?
No, I have it.
Okay.
I don't.
Hopefully
You have it?
Hopefully you show signs of being cursed at some point. Like we
Yeah.
fight something and you roll a 1.
I don't have it right now, but I can prepare
Yeah.
it.
So just sometime in the future we'll take care of this, I guess.
When we know.
Yeah, when
We have no idea.
So you practice a little bit with the spear, and it's good. It's strong. It's a good spear.
Yep.
You just know that it will be.
I know that I want it so bad.
You know that you don't want to let go of it.
Good.
You almost even when you practice just going through movements in the air, as you will palm forward or punch forward.
Yeah, it's
You
not
just
right.
it doesn't feel right. You hesitate.
I hate this already.
I think you did it because you have disadvantage.
The last
Yeah,
watch
I
comes
know.
up. Can I have another perception check?
It's like
Cock.
I'll just roll again. It's a 27.
27. About an hour into the watch, sky still the same as it is. Wind blowing. You hear a voice on the wind say,
In like what language?
Why was my watch
in
so
Druidic.
long?
Ooh. Can I speak back and say hi?
Give me a nature check.
I didn't get to give him a nature check.
Well, you said hi first.
That's true. I did say hi first.
Nature? It's gonna be a 8.
8?
Yep.
No response.
Oh man.
Sad, man.
What? Who?
I tried to say I heard like a thing and then I said hello. And then I said hi. And then nothing happened.
Okay.
Can I like try to figure out where it came from? Can I just try to like walk towards where I think it's coming from?
Yeah. It almost sounds like it comes from a spot where there's a large, what looks like an oak tree, a giant oak tree.
Yeah.
And there's what looks like it could be a path that sort of breaks through the brush right next to that oak tree, and it sounds like maybe the voice came from there.
Can I go tap on the tree?
Yes.
And then I want to say hello
You
to the
just
tree.
tap on the tree.
I want to be like hello.
Why does Carrick have to be so dumb?
Right? You tap
Like,
on the
he's
tree,
like left us all just-
and suddenly the wind picks up, and one of the branches slams down to the ground.
God.
I hope I slept.
Does a 20 hit you?
It
With
ties.
disadvantage?
Yeah, with disadvantage.
I rolled a 15 and a 10. Wow.
Alright. Wait, it doesn't hit me or it does?
I rolled a
Ties it.
15 and a 10 on the die.
It ties his AC is what he was saying.
20?
Oh my god, so yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no more disadvantage.
Yeah, until my next turn.
You take 14 bludgeoning damage,
Alright.
and you hear the voice again, coming from the tree now, say
I knew it was from the tree.
in Druidic, "Why do you come to my grove?"
Wait, what did it say?
Who?
In Druidic.
What did it say?
Why do you come to my grove?
I didn't know this was a grove. This was an accident. I don't want to come here. We're going through a tough time.
I feel like it just
and yeah. So this wasn't our fault.
nothing.
I don't think.
My sister's even
But who
worse.
are you? Also, we would like to know.
My name has been lost to time.
Can I call you Steven?
You may call me what you wish.
Okay, Steven. We are in this place.
Do your
Okay.
thing. Do your thing. No
so-
metagaming.
So yeah, we came here accidentally, and we're just trying to get home. We're just trying. We don't-
Where's home?
home? Do I know what the plane that we?
It's the prime material plane.
We're from the material plane of the normal one.
This is no trod. How do you enter into my grove?
I have a friend. I have more than one friend. It's not just the one.
What
I
calls you to this grove?
don't know. It's just where we came
Who
out.
taught you this language? And you see now sort of like the knots on the tree, almost like a face, and you see sort of shifting in the wind. It almost looks like there's a mouth moving.
I knew it. I knew it.
I didn't doubt you. I doubted that you should knock on the tree and
This
say
is
hello.
the forest of no return.
It is the Horde of No Return.
What does that mean?
It's from a movie that talk. Where trees talk. Sorry, continue.
How are you? How do I know you?
Druidic. How do you know Druidic?
Oh yeah, I was taught it from a friend who taught it to me, and then I can speak it now.
This is a sacred tongue that we taught to the material dwellers
Yeah.
millennia ago.
Yep. That's true. That's true. I believe you. And I'm one of them. I know it. I know the language very well. Clearly. So can you help us get home? Like, do you have anything for us? Do we need to pay you to stay here? Like, do you want us to leave? I'm a little confused by this.
Many come to my grove.
Do any of them leave your grove?
Some. Those who bring me offerings.
We have offerings. What do you want? What do you like? We got tons of stuff. You want money? Probably not.
The wind seems to stop and the tree seems to stop moving for a second. And you almost looks like some of the knots that look like eyes sort of close up and squint.
So no money.
It says, do you bear the crest of the Wild Mother on your robes?
I don't believe that I do.
And you see he's looking past you towards your pack, not you currently. Because you're wearing the robes of summer, right?
I am wearing them.
He's not looking at you. It looks like he's looking past you at your pack.
Oh.
Your
turn
belongings.
around.
And you see sort of the way so you were up against it. You had sort of back behind your head your old robes from the Church of Melora.
Yeah.
And you know the Wild Mother is another name for Melora.
Oh, yeah. I do. I do have
When
them.
you said pack, I thought you meant
I thought you meant us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Why? I was like, why is he calling us? I thought the tree was just weird
That's what I
calling
thought
us
too.
like a pack of wolves.
So I was like, but yeah. Yeah, my other ones do.
Understood.
Got these new duds.
This wasn't just me.
But
Yeah.
That's yep.
A prayer would suffice as offering.
Oh, I do that all the time. Do you want me to do it now? I can. I'll pray. I'll pray right now. I'm gonna get down on my knees and give a quick little one.
Give me a religion check.
Okay.
Roll more on the table.
Oh my god.
You rolled it so it rolled up on the
It's a
sheet
12.
and then came back.
A 12?
12. That was not my fault though. This doesn't really matter how you roll.
You drop and begin to pray, and you feel that connection that you normally feel when you begin to pray is very strong here.
Oh, cool.
Stop, man.
What?
Turn it off.
It's so long. You can hear it.
It's like, yeah.
This is the point.
You almost feel a physical connection, as if Melora's hand brushes your cheek as you're crying.
Oh, that's so cool. I met her once. Right?
You did, in a grove that looked very similar to this one. Not the same grove. Very similar to this one. Very, very similar.
Wow.
Was it this grove?
I don't think it was this grove.
No, but for some reason you feel that this grove is very important. Not necessarily in the grand scheme of the world, but to you in particular.
Oh, cool.
There's something about this grove that you have a connection to, and that when Wilbert casted his spell to bring you to the Feywild, you were brought to this grove for a reason.
Because of me.
You don't know if it will be revealed now or in the future, but for some reason this grove is important to your destiny.
Oh, guys, I'm important. Steven, I feel like this place is important to me, and I feel like I've been somewhere close like this before. When I actually met Melora one time, and she was a very nice lady. I enjoyed her company a great deal, but it's a very similar place to the one that we're in now. Is the one that I was in before.
This place is a place of vast importance. Many come here.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Trying to find something very quickly.
Steven, what did you call this grove again? This is the grove of Steven? Steven's grove.
Simply my grove.
Steven's grove. So yeah, I like you, Steven. I feel like we could be friends. Do you have like a place I can reach you?
My grove.
Oh, it's just an outcome.
I'm trying to find something very quickly.
God, you're the worst DM ever.
Well, I didn't know you guys were going to the Feywild.
How could you not see that coming?
Plot twist.
How else were we supposed to get out of there besides the door, Tom?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, why would we go back the way we came?
You think the paints would have worked on that door in that room that the magic doesn't work?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
They are magic.
Yeah.
So yeah. I found what I needed to find.
Okie dokie.
There's probably a door in that treasure room that we just didn't see.
Probably.
Well,
We should have checked for doors instead of checks.
Are you busy right now? Or like, do you want to keep talking, Steven? I'm gonna knock on him again.
It shifts like,
Darn it.
why'd you come to my grove?
I told you we came here. We were in a tomb, a very scary tomb, because we're on a mission. Me and my friends.
Many come here on missions.
Yeah, well, we didn't come on a mission to here. This was just like an accident.
Many. There's no such thing as accidents.
Debatable.
The gods work in many ways.
Yeah, they're really cool.
There's a reason you are here.
Yep. I feel like it was to meet you, Steven. I feel like you could help us on this journey that we're on right now.
Help how?
I don't know. You're the talking tree. You tell us. Tell me.
Sorry, that's not to you.
Oh, also, I have a friend who she came here possibly and has no
I'm really
recollection
deaf.
of the.
That often happens to many.
You're better off.
Why does that happen? Do you know?
There's powerful magic here.
Are you powerful magic? Well, obviously, never mind. That was the question.
I'm the talking tree.
Exactly. Yeah, dumb question on my part. Yeah, I feel like if we had like a way to like, do you?
I'm just gonna crush my drink.
Can I just call you
Not
sometime?
unique.
Do you have like an earring that I can talk? We have these earrings, and we can call people on.
When you need to come back to here, you will know the way.
Okay.
Many come here on quests. They seek my guidance
I think so.
and my blessing.
I don't have the notes for it.
I think
For
so.
what?
Don't worry about
I
it.
asked her a question about it's if one of the really cool weapons
Yeah,
was in the
pipes
photo.
of cat.
Pipes of cat.
Good point. Good call. I
I
had
don't
it written
remember
down.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, pipes
So
of
if
cat.
I need to remember how to get here.
Just go to Stephen's Grove.
Stevens Grove. I'm sure that will work.
I'm sure it will.
Is that the official name?
Yes, it is
Okay.
now.
Maybe once he tells you about Steven,
Yeah.
It's
maybe
possible.
it'll work.
We're gonna end up so far away.
But yeah, so if you just guide us, like, that would be great.
I'm not a guide of the physical nature.
Yeah, spiritual guide.
Spiritually.
A spirit guide.
Many come here on their missions and on their quests to pray with me.
Okay, I will do that right now, Stephen. If you would have me.
You can pray again. There's no limit to prayer.
Yeah, I feel like the more the merrier with praying, you know? Pray once, pray twice, better the more times you do it. Like other things. Cookies, one, juice, another thing, better.
Next
more.
year's is
Next year's is a good thing that I've never had it, but
She's still kind of just shifting everything. from
okay.
the end.
Well, bye Steven. I'm sure we'll meet again someday.
I'm sure we will, Carrick. And you realize as he says Carrick, you never told him.
I
your
never
name.
told him my name. Oh.
It's in your backpack.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
was-
He's a magic tree.
We're talking. He was
Is
nicer than the trees in Forest No Return.
Has it been 2 hours yet?
Yes.
Can I go wake them up and tell them about Steven?
Well, those are. We need more time. We need more watches.
It's been
I had
8
to.
hours. He only transits
Oh.
for 4, so he does two 2-hour watches.
Oh, I didn't. Well, he said. Okay, never mind. All right.
I'm gonna wake everyone up.
I'm awake.
Guys, you will never believe what happened.
What did you do?
I made a friend.
Did you hear somebody?
Yeah,
I heard somebody.
yeah, I heard. Yeah, it was my friend Steven.
You got to talk to them?
Yes, it's Steven.
Oh man.
He's so-
Steven.
Who is
Steven's my
Steven?
friend.
Okay, who is Steven though?
He's a tree.
Is Steven still
He's a
here? Do
tree.
you see him now?
Yes, he's right. I pointed at the tree. That's Steven.
It's a lovely looking
It's
tree.
a tree.
Would you like to go home now?
Do you have more of that juice?
No, I forgot to get more.
Wave goodbye to your tree.
Guys, Steven's real.
We have
We're
important
sure
things
he
to do.
is.
Yes, he is real.
We have very important things to do.
Guys, I think-
time sensitive.
Okay, just pray to Steven.
We might have been here.
Pray
for
to
you.
Don't
Steven.
pray to Steven. Pray in front of Steven. He likes when people pray in front of him.
I'm gonna wave goodbye to his tree, and
Carrick,
then come on, guys, let's get in a circle.
Just pray in front of the tree. Guys, it would really mean a lot to me. And Steven.
Guys, look, I'll just pray. I'll pray in front of the tree.
Yeah, thank you,
Do I feel rested, Tom?
Next year's always would do the things.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay.
Next
I'll
year's
pray.
gonna pray.
You can pray
I'll
whatever
pray
you
in front of
want,
the
you
tree.
know, but it'll just be good for us, I think.
So next year's is praying. Anyone else is praying?
I will pray.
Anybody else praying? Or just the two?
Does 13 want to pray?
You can both.
She's annoyed that you couldn't get her that flower.
So,
Yeah. There it is.
Sefri, what are you praying to?
The tree. The tree.
You're praying to the tree.
He said to pray to the tree.
His name is Steven.
To Steven. I'm praying to Steven.
Just say the tree.
And
that's
what are you praying to next year's?
I will pray to the Raven Queen.
Okay. Both of you give me a
That
religion
makes
check.
the most sense, probably.
It does.
19.
I pray that we get out of here
21.
21.
Robert, do I want to pray a little bit?
soon. I pray out loud that we leave soon.
Sefri, you kind of sit in quiet contemplation.
There's a bug inside your little thing, you see him?
You hear the wind blowing and the animals. That's about it. Next year's, you pray
It's real.
and you open
Your
Sort
tree
of-
branch is moving.
your third eye, sort of that whole concept, and you see in 360 degrees all around you, but in shades of black and white, and they're not. It's sort of like when Frodo puts the ring on, and he sees everything just like.
Yeah.
Everything looks like smoke and fuzzy, out of focus. But you see these thin lines of bright white light that sort of connect all of you in the group.
Who do you want me to pray to?
And some of them are a little bit thicker and stronger than others. For instance, like Grizzly and Wolvert's is very strong. 13 and Carrick have something that looks very, very strong.
Like to each other.
Just almost like strands of light that seem to connect each other. All of you are connected, but you see some of you just have slightly ones that are slightly stronger. Sefri's ones that are with Sefri are sort of lighter, just she's not been around as long. You see people who are very close to have brighter and stronger connections between them.
Exactly.
And
I should pray to her.
Yeah.
all of you have strands that go off and meet in a central point in the ground, sort of in the center of the camp, where you all, when you first came in, that point, where you all teleported in, as if whatever connection to other planes, those connections are drawing that way. Except 2 of you have strands that lead off in different directions.
Which do?
Nexiers, you have one that's very, very weak and faint and just sort of heads off towards the lighter horizon and dissipates very shortly away. It's hard to tell. There's a very weak connection to something here with you. And Carrick has the brightest connection you've ever seen out of anyone here to what look like 2 ghostly... Not to the tree, to what looks like 2 ghostly forms kneeling next to you and Sefri. Almost like almost like holograms that you're almost stepping inside of. That's how close they are. It's hard to make out feature them, but it appears 2 figures that are kneeling in prayer, similar to how you and Sefri are.
What
And Carrick has.
do they look like?
It's too hard to tell. It's
They
very
just look like figures.
ghostly, sort of smoke figures.
Can I try to touch them?
If you reach out and touch them, it's just like it's like smoke. When you touch it, it just dissipates around your hand, and as your hand pulls back, they reform.
So I believe that I should.
And then it fades, and you know that the Raven Queen is the goddess of death and fate and destiny.
Wilbert's gonna pray.
Wilbert's gonna pray.
Carrick.
I tried to not, but he convinced me.
When
Very
Wilbert goes
convincing.
down to pray, can I get up and walk over to Carrick and then yell at him because nothing happens?
Wait, but okay, you're good. You do.
Carrick, I don't know what you were talking about. I just sat there and heard like leaves and the wind and the
You
tree
didn't
like
hear
shook a little bit.
You near Steven?
No, but Carrick.
Who is
Yeah.
no?
The tree!
I saw
I saw
the tree just stood there the whole. What'd you say?
So we're. It's gonna sound really stupid.
Stupider than Carrick.
Probably. Actually,
Steven's real!
no, it wasn't a talking tree.
Can you
Okay, so
show me what to do and help me?
I will show you.
Because I don't know how
So-
to pray.
There were lights connecting us all, and like Wilbert and Grizzly had like a more powerful one, and like Carrick
To
and
each other.
13 but like we all had one to
Gotcha.
each other. Like you had the
What's up?
lightest one
What's
because
up,
you're
Grizzly?
new, but also I had one to out in the distance. I couldn't see where it connected, but you had one to the 2 like ghosts next to me.
Kind of ghosts.
I couldn't see them. They were just like little ghosts.
What do they look like?
They were praying in
What
front
do
of
they
the
look
tree.
like?
They were so. All I could see was a figure.
What are they wearing?
I couldn't see that.
Ghost figure stuff.
Do you have parents? Are their parents alive?
I did have parents.
Are they dead?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, okay?
I just 2 figures. I assumed. I'm sorry.
They disappeared.
They're here though. There's 2 things here.
What do they
connected
look-
to you?
I
I don't know. I don't know what else to do about it.
I want to feel around. I'm gonna feel.
I'm
gonna
You
reach out.
thinking again?
I'm gonna reach out.
Oh, I didn't have anything to drink yet today.
Do you
Yeah, I
Do you
feel
feel
it.
it?
I feel it. Oh, right. You meant.
No, but I saw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You have 2 strong connections here.
I-
And I have some to something here. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you have
That's
to
not good.
investigate that.
We
Why?
should look into that.
You and Grizzly are connected. It's good.
Because we're best buds.
Well, maybe
Here
I'm
we
a friend
are.
here.
I high five Grizzly. He has to do like a low 5 and a high 5.
You see
Starts
his
to get
face is
head
horribly scarred and scabbed over.
Oh
with
yeah,
burns.
because the whole
And his
Oh,
tongue.
We need to. You look beautiful today, Grizzly.
Thank you.
Can you show me how to pray?
Yes. Okay. You just kneel down on the
Okay.
ground, and then you do it.
Okay.
That's
What am I doing now?
You
Wish
just
Rasp was
pray.
here.
You just
For
pray.
Yeah, for whatever you want.
Okay. I'm gonna pray to Melora.
Can I pray
don't
again
know what I'm doing.
and see if I could like get any other information from her?
Can I try to pray again?
You can all try.
It's a little
So you're
difficult because I have a
praying to
really
Melora?
bad headache that's been going on for a long time now.
So you're praying to Melora, you're trying to pray to the room again, and you're trying
I'm
to
praying
pray.
to God. I'm a human, so it's God.
Not here.
Not here.
Alright, well,
There's several different gods.
a God. I just pick one.
Just any guy.
Any
A god?
So
Any god.
somebody out there. This is a lifeline.
We could
I'm just
actually we can use this
praying to
as a
be
character
white.
building moment. We can figure out what would be most likely Sephri's
Interest in a god.
When I have,
what god she might have. So just think about your character, like her history of being a dirty scoundrel,
Oh.
and I will tell you the gods,
Okay.
and you can just pick one that could have been a patron god that you maybe you weren't overly religious, or maybe it's one that you just. So there's Avandra. She's the goddess of change and luck.
You make your own luck.
There's Bahamut. He is the god of justice and nobility. There's Coralon. He is the god of magic and the arts. Elves worship him a lot. There's Ayun, the god of knowledge,
I should have already said.
or goddess of knowledge, sorry. There's Cord, the god of storms and strength. There's Melora, the goddess of wilderness and the sea. There is Moradin. He is the dwarven god of creation. There is Palor, the god of the sun and agriculture.
He's got some really cool followers. The coolest.
There is the Raven Queen. She is the goddess of death
Well,
and
what?
fate and destiny. There's
Kaelin.
Sahanine, who is the goddess of the moon. And those are all the good and neutral gods. If you want to know the evil gods as well, I can let you know those.
Warrior Pride.
Nope.
Any gods in particular stand out to you?
These are some of the things from that
These
session.
Avandras.
Avandra?
Yep.
Okay, you can pray to Avandra.
That was the one that's the change.
Change and luck.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm gonna pray to
The morning
him,
Lord.
her.
Her.
Her. I'm gonna pray to her.
I feel like I should pray to Raven Queen more often.
That was his temple.
Apparently.
I completely destroyed it.
Yeah. Only one.
I still
So religion checks for everyone that's praying.
24.
24.
23.
Wait,
23.
natural 20.
Natural
Yes.
Sorry, did
You killed
I
it.
just straight roll with no advantage from him helping
I
me?
just-
Yeah, I'm helping him.
I mean, it's not going to make much
You're like,
difference,
alright, fine.
so it's fine.
I give
I'll give
him.
you advantage. You're having aid from a priest.
You have like a
Praying.
pip.
It's a
like
19.
19 total?
the
Yeah.
the connection back to
Yeah.
your
That's
your
limited
childhood.
to
You're like,
No, my religion's a 1. I
have
rolled
a
an 18
flashback.
on the first roll, which so it wouldn't help much.
So, next year's, you again try to pray, and you feel
Same
a
thing.
peaceful sort of contemplation, and you open your third eye and you see the same thing.
God damn it.
They look like a man and a woman.
Yeah, is there anything?
There's
Can I
no
investigate what they
feature.
look like?
You don't see this.
Can I investigate what they look like?
Kate's investigating
There's
the air
nothing
around.
to see.
Something feels
Severy,
weird.
you
so good too.
I think you would need it.
you pray.
That was cool.
And
Cole was
something-
trying to get at earlier.
Are you a religious person? Do you pray often, or is this really probably one of the few times
This
in your
is
life
the-
you prayed?
One of the few times.
For the first time, you
Just imagine
finally
funny.
get why people pray, and you feel this connection that's very strong, very powerful, emotional, almost physical connection to something that is powerful and strong and huge and something you've never experienced before. Wilbert,
Yes.
you feel a very strong connection and at peace with the natural world around you.
Sorry.
You feel a very strong and peaceful connection to the world around you, the natural world around you.
Okay. I feel calm.
Yeah, exactly. That's what nature is. It's calmness.
But-
It's balance.
But would you like to go now? We do
Yeah, I
have
guess
something
we can
important
go
to
now.
do.
I guess we should go.
Yeah, probably.
There's a lot of bad stuff happening back home.
We definitely have to come back here.
We can come back. I promise.
Okay.
There's other stuff we have to find.
Yeah.
You want to say goodbye to Steven?
I think I'm gonna say if I see them.
Is he a real thing or just a trick?
He's
Are
a
you
real
talking?
thing.
Are you
No,
sure?
yes.
Did you pray to Malor?
You-
That's how you talk to Steven?
No.
Does this all the time.
I do this all the
It's
time.
like the iron face.
Yeah. It's happened multiple times. But no, I heard it, And then I went and I knocked on him, and then he was like, "Don't do that."
But did you pray?
Not before that.
Laura.
After, yeah.
Oh, after.
After I talked to Steven.
If Steven happens to talk back, which I don't think he will, you want to ask him about the pipes of Ket?
Okay.
Do you remember what those are?
Yeah, they're the pipes that we were looking for.
They're somewhere here, we
I
were
just
told.
want you to
Yeah.
know.
But they're not very important.
We
We
just
just
know what the people are too.
we're curious.
Okay, I'm gonna say one last thing to Steven. I'm gonna go up to Steven, to the tree.
You guys feel the wind sort of pick up, and the trees creak,
I look at them. I'm like, told you.
and you hear in Druidic, "Why do you come to my grove?"
Steven, do you not remember
My
me?
face
Kill
is
it.
as oily
Kill it
as
with
mine.
fire.
You don't hear anything. You just
Okay.
hear the wind.
Steven, do you not remember me?
Many come to my grove.
Steven, we talked like 30 minutes ago.
Steven.
Time means very little to me.
That's not good.
So you don't remember me at all. I thought we were getting pretty close. I would have called you one of my closest friends.
Thank you.
Ask about all the things.
Steven, I have a lot of things to ask you, but we don't have a lot of time. So, do you know anything about the pipes of Ket?
Suddenly, the wind picks up to a gale. The grass around you is all almost flattened, but it's, you know when you're in a wind that keeps switching directions where it's like, that's happening around you. And the tree, the leaves blow back, and you now see like an angry face on this tree.
Do they see the-
All
do
of
they
you
see the
see
face?
this.
I told you
Carrick, stop
guys.
talking to the tree. Carrick,
No, Steven's a
Carrick, I
nice.
think you made a
Carrick,
mistake.
it's time to
The,
go.
You
the
guys
tree
will-
says, Ketz is a scoundrel and a menace on our land.
I believe you,
You
Steven.
don't disagree with that.
We don't know.
Yeah.
He's
Steven,
not a friend.
Speak
not
not
a
his
friend.
name in this grove again.
My bad.
Won't
I
happen.
didn't. It won't happen
Carrick
again.
just stopped talking.
I don't know.
Just,
There's my. But do you know where they are? The pipes of he who shall not be named.
Probably on him.
Probably.
Whoever
Do you know
he
where,
is.
So you don't
He's
know where
alive?
he is. Is he still alive?
I care not.
So you don't know. That's what you're saying.
We can go kill him.
Why are we
You guys
just-
don't understand.
I'm
that,
sorry.
do
You
you?
guys don't know what's going on.
Sorry.
It's
I
just a
was-
very scary tree. I'd like to leave, Carrick.
But no, do you believe me now that Steven's real?
Steven looks angry. I'd like to
completely believe
go.
you, but we should
He
go.
doesn't
Okay.
look like your friend.
Alright, Steven, my friends they don't seem to like you very much. I personally am a big fan of yours. But we'll be back. And I think that's really all we have time for today. So, we'll see you on the Flippy Flip. Bye, Steven.
The wind just dies down. The light breeze.
You can ask about the people.
Shoot! Well, you guys said that we had to go, so
We can come back.
yeah. Steven will be here, I think. I don't think he can move, honestly.
It only affects you, so it's okay.
Yeah.
You stinky breath.
Darn it.
We can ask around and maybe come back here next.
Alright. Okay.
Although I might have to find some stuff before we come back. But that's not important.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later. But yeah,
I'd like to get everyone in a circle. Hold some hands.
what
No.
are we going to?
The city was called Vastor, correct?
Fast store.
I'm pronouncing it right?
Vastor.
Fast
Okay.
store. Oh.
That's the one we were in last with the storm giant, Marrakesh.
Yes.
Okay. I would love to say, let's go to Vastor on the prime material plane. Thinking about Marrakesh and Vastor, trying to get there.
Okay.
And use my plane shift spell.
You all feel that creeping sensation of just about to hit the peak of a roller coaster.
Wait, do
Is
we
that
all
only-
have all of our things back now?
Everything we get back on a full rest.
Okay, cool.
Hit points up to half your missing hit die.
Besides a 7th level spell.
Be fine.
Everything goes dark and you feel yourselves pulled down. Your stomach's held 25 feet above you as you're pulled through the ether, twisting and turning until your feet hit solid ground. You open your eyes and
That's a good
I'm
time.
back at Vastor.
see bright light, and ahead of you a mountain that reaches to the clouds.
Is this it? Did we make it?
Do we see the city?
You see what looks like the city built into the sides of the mountain.
How far away?
How
is
far?
How far? You're only about a half day's travel from.
Okay.
It's fine.
You have me
In
think we're
between
like
you
a
and the
bomb.
city, however, there is a very large conglomeration of figures. And you now see coming off of the mountain are several, probably hundreds of pillars of smoke as fires appear to be broken out all across the city. When you last left, it was just the beginning of winter.
What's it now? Summer?
Now it's hot. It's very hot.
Oh man.
You were pretty warm in the Feywild when you all went there. You very quickly took off your winter gear. It's warmer than that here.
Oh no.
Definitely the middle of summer.
Not great.
Well, seems like a lot's happened since we last were here.
Well,
You said the city was like on fire, right?
There's lots of fires in the city. And there's a large conglomeration, very large, of humanoid figures.
Are they like looking towards us or like out there?
It looks like they're spread around the mountain. About half of the mountain's base.
Just like completely around the mountain?
It looks a
Like a
lot like a
blockade.
siege.
Oh god. What happened? Guys, what happened?
can we start walking towards that group and I use my ring to cast Find Familiar as we walk over the course of an hour, or do I have to be stationary while I do that?
Stationary really to do that?
What if he's on Grizzly's shoulders?
Can I do it from Grizzly's shoulders?
Not really.
Darn it, Grizzly.
Can I have Nexius and Sefri give me wisdom saving throws?
Is Separate near enough to me to get my bonus?
Sure.
I mean, we're holding hands in a circle.
Just checking. Oh, that's not good.
Could be
I'm gonna
better.
use my luck.
Could definitely be better.
Was it natural one?
Yes, it was. That was cocked. Okay.
That's better.
I got a 19.
Sefri?
I had a 7.
Plus 4.
I had 11.
11.
No, plus 5. Oh, I got 20.
I had a 12.
Alright, you almost like waking up after a night of heavy drinking. You have a few memories of the past night. You remember a clearing,
Talking to me.
both of you.
I got a 20.
I know. You remember it. You hold
Definitely.
some memories.
What the hell happens? Why do they remember and I don't?
You wrote that down?
Because, real quick question,
Steven,
do you guys have something
true.
called Fey Ancestry?
It's all-
Do you have Fey Ancestry?
Do you have Fey ancestry?
You
Yeah.
both do.
Oh, we do?
Oh, we do. Yeah, we do.
That's
What's
why
up?
they don't suffer.
What's up?
I remember
Maybe
the
I do.
Feywild.
It's a
Don't
cool
worry.
place.
Don't worry.
Trees try to eat
For the
us.
sake of everything, because they're not here, Grizzly and Durnavir and Kian's an elf, so he would remember.
You get it from
Grizzly and Durnavir both failed and have no memory of it. So
Oh no, he's
Ha!
Steve's a human. isn't he?
Get fucked.
Ha!
you have bits and pieces of memories of staying in the clearing overnight and talking to the tree, and you have a very clear memory of seeing those fate lines, but hazy
I didn't have any strong lines. So.
in the group. You did.
I didn't have a strong.
No, yeah, you did.
I was just giving you examples. They were stronger than just like they were stronger than the line you had that drifted off into
Well, yeah. I
the lighter horizon.
don't even know that person's name.
How long were we gone between being in the tomb and then being in the Feywild?
A long time.
Do we feel older? Like, noticeably older?
Last
feel
time
like
when I
you're
was in the
older?
Feywild for 2 days, I felt a year older, so it's not
Okay,
great.
so,
No, you weren't even there for 2 days. You were there for a night.
I was there for a night.
and you felt a year older.
I felt a year older.
So the Feywild does the opposite of.
You could give me a Arcana check, Colbert.
Natural 20.
Oh, it does do
Total
the
of
opposite.
27.
Total 27.
So we beat
You know
it
the
forever.
Feywild stories that talk about people going to the Feywild?
That's why Ket could still be alive. He's been in the Feywild the whole time.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing ages there.
It's like
Well, it does.
Narnia.
It does age.
Oh yeah, it is, but but
So the Feywild, time can either move faster or slow. Days can become minutes, or days can become years.
Gotcha.
Both are possible
Wow.
in the
So-
Feywild. It was very clearly, with that natural 20, I'll include this information. You know there's many theories people hold that powerful enchantments can distort time. Usually similar to gravity in the real world. The more powerful enchantments there are in an area, the slower time moves. That's what was happening in the tomb. There was very powerful and very old enchantments. So the deeper into the tomb you got,
The worse it
the
got.
worse it got. The Feywild is different. It just messes with time in general. So you know that while you were in the tomb, time in the outside world was moving faster relative to you. In the Feywild,
no idea.
you have no clue.
Yeah. All right.
You know that it was the beginning of winter, so at the bare minimum, if, as Carrick believes it to be midsummer, you know at least half a year has passed.
I still have a really bad headache, don't I?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Carrie.
Yeah.
Are your anal beads working right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Why did you have to smell they're working?
Don't worry about it.
Can you try to get? I've had this really bad headache for a couple days.
Yeah.
Can you just try some like greater restoration or something?
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
I can see what I can do.
I really appreciate it. I've tried everything.
I'm gonna use Greater Restoration with my anal beads on Wilbur.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
When was your headache?
Nothing happens.
It's
Sorry, Wilbur. I tried.
Did you do it?
It's from the deck of
Oh,
Anything
thanks,
happen?
God.
Oh.
Did you feel better?
I have -2 to all my saving throws permanently
Oh.
until God fixes it. But I'll get there eventually. Just gotta try every avenue first. I tried praying once. That's a start.
Yeah, maybe that'll work eventually.
I don't think prayer can heal me.
Yeah,
I need
gods could. The gods could do anything.
I have not seen that happen. I'm gonna try real things first.
Okay, well, gods are real, so. I met them.
When?
One time. You were there.
Was
Well,
I?
you weren't there, but.
I don't remember meeting this guy.
Well, I met a god, so.
Grizzly's really big. He seems like a god. Was it Grizzly?
It's not really.
Are you sure, Grizzly? Is it you? You like to play tricks on Derek.
Oh yeah, I mean no. I never played tricks on Carrick.
Okay. Well, he's clearly lying right now.
What? Yeah, obviously. Why did you say it like that, man?
Wink.
How are your friends?
I never played tricks on Carrick.
I saw that!
That was Grizzly. That was the wrong guy. That much better. Thank you so much.
I facepalm.
Would you guys? We can't make anything out at all from those tents, can we?
Give me a perception check.
That's also really good. Jeez. 19.
Montaigne.
What do my gnome eyes see?
It looks like it is a orc war camp, but you've never seen this many orcs in one place.
Oh boy.
Give me an intelligence check.
Huh. How about a 6? Cole.
6?
Cole.
There's probably about 250,000 orcs.
250,000 orcs?
Yes.
Fry.
What's the likelihood that it's more like 5,000?
No one
I'm just so bad at that one. Grizzly, how many orcs are there?
Oh, definitely more than 5.
You're not wrong.
He holds up like his one hand and goes, yeah, more than that. That's as hard as I can count.
That's a lot. It's like 250,000.
Cole looks great.
I'm pretty good
I don't
at
think we
war.
can take that
doesn't
many.
help at all, does it?
Oh wow.
Recognizing a war camp size from being a vet.
He was.
It's definitely 250,000. You can see very clearly where there is set up. They have what are probably their like food area where they have it looks like a little mini forest has been grown, presumably by druids who are probably sustain the army via
God.
Goodberry and other. There's like a factory of food
Yeah.
creation.
And it's that long.
Very clearly.
Is there a clear way to get around them without getting noticed?
What about?
Oh no.
What if we burrow underground?
As you're watching, you do see what look like 2 dots kind of take off from the mountain. Not 2 dots, a few dots. And you see, kind of watching now as they get closer, it's very clearly griffin riders. And they fly over the camp. You see the griffins are holding large rocks, and they drop them down on the camp. And it seems, you see the camp around it, they sort of scatter. But they don't seem alarmed as if this is sort of an assault, or this is just a common occurrence.
Close into my arm, I don't know why. I'll cough on your face later.
Where are you?
Cole, can you please yell at her? Come here.
I'll cough on your face later.
Are there like? Is there any cover between us and the camp?
Hills.
Like,
Hills?
thank God I can sleep.
Can you turn
It's
into
not
anything
really
really
seat.
cool as a druid yet?
Life's good.
I can fly. But,
You can't turn into an elemental.
That's why I stuck.
Mm,
Okay. I think it might be a
Not
really
very
rainy
common.
day.
I turned into a giant badger.
No.
Thank you.
Can Giant Badger make a tunnel?
Yes.
Burrow. Some barrel speed. This would take forever.
I didn't
to
even
get
think,
there.
I looked at you when you
Burrow
walked.
speed's super not that
And what's its speed?
good.
5?
Burrow speed.
I think that fry went into my lung.
Well,
Oh, it's 10. Burrow
What are their fries?
10 feet.
Oh,
6
so-
seconds.
that's gonna take forever.
Disco
Because
fries.
we're
I
half
know.
a day's walk.
Yeah.
So it's
It's like-
times 3. It's gonna be a day and a half of walking out.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we could just get closer.
we
Hopefully
could
they'll
just
see
walk
us.
up to them.
Yeah.
What's the likelihood that the entire 250,000 we probably shouldn't do that.
Okay, what about if we disguise ourselves as orcs?
Can I use my disguise kit and become an
Or
An orc?
Yeah.
yes?
Yeah.
You could try.
I would like to do that.
What are you doing?
Give me a intelligence check with your proficiency bonus.
Do we still have one of those stones?
21.
The thing, gate stones, to get back. They can use once a day.
Oh, you can send me as like an animal. I can go past it, and then I just
How long? It just
Me.
takes. Is it instant
Right.
when you use it? You instantly transport to it.
yeah.
One action. Can I have one of the gate stones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to try my very best to not die
Oh,
because they should still like me. And I'll take that gate stone and go to Thimbletweed.
Where's
Just-
that?
Where is that?
Where's the Mulfree?
It's the gnome town that we got run out of because Dub was acting like Hitler.
You know, for some reason I don't have any recollection of that.
Were you not there? You weren't there? Are you sure?
When was it? I definitely
It was
there.
Kalen died. Like
Aaron died?
Kalen?
When was Dub acting like Hitler?
When he got the ring. And he was wearing a cape.
Yeah, I
or
definitely
the
was not
robes from
there.
Morecast Darklight.
I definitely was not there.
You weren't there?
No.
You were there. I just think you were there for that session.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that session.
Well, Thimbletweed is the town that I brought Eliwick to, and she was from.
Okay.
It's
that
a
sounds
gnome town. I was teaching there. When Wilbert was gone, he was teaching there.
Oh.
Teaching magic.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
And then when we went there,
Right.
Dub was asking questions and kind of, because of what he was wearing, seemed a lot like he was a big fan of Morecast, which is like being a big fan of Hitler.
That makes sense. Yeah, I definitely wasn't there.
But I want to see if I can go there and convince them to teach me the sigil for Lost Horror, or see if they even know it. So we can get inside the city.
So you're just gonna do that like alone, or?
I don't think it'd be good to bring anyone else.
Probably.
Last time I went with multiple people, it was bad. But if I have the gate stone, I can instantly pop back if it's bad.
That's true. Yeah, you do that.
Because
You work on
that's
that.
not a spell infest, so they can't counterspell me when I'm leaving. I just bring me back.
Yeah, do that. Good idea, Wilbur.
Does that sound like a good idea, Sefri? Okay. I will
Yeah.
write down they might have changed it. I'll try to write down the teleportation circle that I know from Thimbletweed.
Okay.
And I'm taking a gate stone with me.
For the
So-
second time today, you feel that sinking sensation
does work. Okay.
as you are pulled into the ether, twist and turn around. And you feel your feet hit creaking floorboards. As you open your eyes, you see you're in the teleportation room at the Arcane Academy in Thimbletweed.
What's his name there? I can't remember his name. The guy that was working it last time.
The old guy, whose name I can't remember either currently.
John. Let's call him John.
Nope, it's not him anyway. There is a young gnome who, when you were here, was sort of like a graduate assistant. Now they appear to be wearing robes signifying their place as a professor. And his name is Bolaris.
Polaris. Did I work with him directly? Did he help me? Was he like a TA for me?
You knew him.
Polaris. Look at you, a professor now. How are you doing?
Wild. What brings you to Thimblesweed? You see his hand kind of like reaching underneath the desk as he leans forward.
More now. Hands up. Coming as a friend.
He takes his wand out and like puts it on the desk and keeps his hand on it. Didn't leave here on the best of terms last time.
I understand. That's why I came alone.
We have specific rules if you were to show your face here again.
I understand. I came alone.
It
Just
rhymes
here?
with disintegrate.
That wasn't me.
You're a nice guy.
I don't.
So that's why I haven't done it yet. And you're alone.
Dub is not here. Dub is not allowed near us anymore. He left. That was the guy with the ring.
Right.
And with
the
the
one who
robes.
was Hitler left you all. It's
Yes.
Hitler, but you know what I mean.
He's not with us. And I came alone knowing that this would be an issue.
Why are you here?
We need to get into Vossor. We were there and left.
The mountain with all the Goliaths?
Yes. We were there helping them out. And after we came back, it's now surrounded by an army of orcs, and we can't get in.
So
We just want to provide aid and help them. I don't know any of the teleportation circle sequences to get us in.
I'll look and see if I've got anything.
I would appreciate that. I'm going to keep my hands up, though.
Right. He gets up and like doesn't turn his back from you, and he goes over to the door and like he kind of like opens it up and looks down the hallway and then closes it and locks it and says, "Someone will come in here and see you in here. I wouldn't go over well for me either."
Do you know the best way that I can make things right? Just as a side question. Is Aliwick here? Can she vouch for me?
She's busy.
I figured she'd be okay.
It's best if no one knows you were here. Let me look really quick.
I'd like to come back
Here,
one day.
and
This is my home.
He like flicks his wand and you see a mage hand drift off and go over to a bookcase and grab a big heavy book and bring it to you and drop it on the ground in front of you. Gently drops it.
Okay.
He says, "Look at that.
Okay, and I'd start flipping through.
Give me an investigation check."
He's using his
Alright.
20 to sleep on. It's so cute. Even Kate thought it was
That
cute.
should be a 17
Impressive.
investigation. No, sorry, an 18.
18. Real quick, I go look something up real quick.
It's not going well.
Belarus was his name?
Belarus, yeah.
I'm gonna write it down on the paper. Oh, no. I have my place. It's not right.
You guys are going all over the world today.
Here we are. Tom's like, I prepared for one thing, and you went to 2 different places in existence.
I was prepared for you guys to go to a couple different places. I was prepared.
You definitely weren't prepared for the Feywild, though.
No. I will say that I
You
was
didn't
not
even have a
prepared for
name
that.
for the tree. You
His
just said
name,
it's a tree.
his name is Steven.
No, I have a name for him.
Let it be known.
You have a name for him?
Yeah.
It's Steven, right?
He doesn't know his own name. But I have a name for him.
I have a name for him too.
It's Steven.
Yeah, it is.
Do we have another pencil or pen or anything? So I don't have to steal things. Thank you, sorry.
What, honey?
Yeah, we'll figure out.
Oh, that's my next question.
Okay.
Also,
What'd you get in your investigation check?
an 18.
18. You
Right.
find something that says Vostor dash
Okay, Vostor Dash.
Living Thunder Palace, and then you see a little
Rosh the Living Thunder? That's not who we were at. That wasn't the White Dragon? Or there's the Goliath.
It's not Goliath.
Which one was that?
That was a dragon.
Oh, it was the White Dragon.
That was the white dragon.
Okay. That's scary. Good.
And you see what looks like a small like glyph drawn underneath it. That looks like a glyph pattern for a teleportation circle.
Oh, wait. Is that the one that went off on their own and that we were supposed to be following? Or am I thinking of the wrong one?
No.
Okay. Telephane went on?
So,
I'm so lost.
you guys.
There's so many names.
I will refresh you all because there's a
Thank
lot
you.
of names. It's like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You guys were trying. Belethane was one of the 9 winds, and he had become heretical and had named a 10th wind,
Right.
and someone named. Gotta look at my notes. Blank on the name.
So Belethane is not one of the
Named
9 winds?
Urag Thal.
Yes.
But I thought he was a 10th one.
He named a 10th.
He named a 10th wind called the Gale's Wind, who he said was going to bring change to the Bontor Steppe.
That's not good.
What was his name? Do you know?
Urag Thal.
Oh, Urag Thal. So it was
Go ahead, write it down.
wasn't an ant. Oh, scumbag.
So Belethane and Urag Thal left with 2 robed men who had been asking about the Tomb of Horrors.
Right.
You guys tracked them. When you were in the city, you just happened to see Roach the Living Thunder, who was at that point in time, who as they informed you was actually a dragon, was a small, like a young human girl, or a young half-elf looking girl
Right.
walking in the streets. You tracked Belethane and Urag Thal to the Tomb of Horrors, and one of the orcs told you that Belethane and his little friend had gone off to go raise the clans, and they were going to raise the mountain, like raise like R-A-Z-E, raise the mountain to dust. They had gone to Mostor, which is like a valley where all the orcs are, to go collect the orc clans and unify them.
Oh, wait, we're about to be in a war.
And go raise the mountain to dust.
Can I copy that down into my little book that I have all my teleportation circles into them?
Yep.
No, still don't care for it in there. Thank you so much, Belarus. I'm going to put one of my hands down. It's just for my money pouch. I'd like to give you a little something for helping. It's right here.
That would be appreciated.
Your head. Grab my pocketbook and give him 100 gold.
Okay. Mark off 100 gold. Case goes. Alright then. Maybe not so bad then.
You've been very kind and understanding. Then, if it's alright with you, I'm going to leave now before someone else tries to incinerate day me.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do to try to help you out around here.
Thank you
See if I
very
can
much.
Clear your name a little bit.
If you see Eliwick, tell her I said hello.
Of course.
One last thing. What day is it? And what year?
Look at the calendar really quick.
We were just in the Feywild.
It'd be a little taxing.
Alright.
Wait, if you were on the Bontor Steppe, why were you in the Feywild?
It's a long story. Plane shift is one heck of a thing.
I never understand why some people choose to leave a nice life behind a desk like this and go run off and do stupid stuff like that.
I've tried both, and somehow I find myself back on my side.
So-
talking to like in the office shooting shit right now.
Gotta just real quick find the proper place on me calendar.
It's my birthday.
It's not your birthday.
Is it my birthday?
You never told me your
I
birthday.
thought I told you I wanted it to be the equivalent of my actual birthday.
Maybe.
I don't have a birthday.
It's a good idea.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna live forever.
That might be true. How long do you live?
Really long.
As a monk.
Oh, as a monk? Actually, I don't think I'll get to live forever.
No, I don't think you can.
But as an elf, I live for a long time. I don't
Me
think-
too. I live up to like 350 years or something.
Yeah, I don't know if elves are not so longer. But either way, so. Oh, I will get there. I'll live forever.
Where do you see that?
Because I don't never age.
You can still die of old age.
I don't know.
You still die. You just don't ever feel like you're old.
No.
So he says, yeah, it's, make sure the right part. Okay.
I never realized how hard it is for you guys to actually see the battle map sometimes.
It's the 18th of Solus.
How far
What is
away
that?
is that
What is
from
it?
what it was? 18th of Solus.
So 18th of Solus
In what year?
is
When you get a chance.
He goes, oh right, you were the Feywild.
Feywild. I want to make sure we're not
So
too far.
940 AR.
948. Is that the same year?
It was 938 AR when you guys left.
938.
It was the end of the year 938 AR.
Oh. Oh no!
Wilbur just has a visible. Oh.
It's so bad.
Guessing you had a bit of a jump then?
How far into the year are we at Solus?
About halfway through.
Halfway. About
You've been gone for a little over a year.
About a year and a half, it looks like.
Yeah.
About a year and a half. We were in a.
I'm guessing your friends you're helping out at Vostor.
They're in a little bit of trouble right now.
Yeah. A lot happens in a year and a half.
Speaking of which, if you could get the word out for any aid they could get, they've got about 250,000 orcs sitting at their gates. I know we're a small town.
You should leave.
I'm gonna go. I'm trying to help
Things
them.
were bad, they got good, and now you're making them bad again.
I didn't cause any of it.
Are orcs gonna start coming through that?
No. Wait, is it still open? Teleportation circle?
No, just like
Oh, follow. Like, okay. I was gonna say, is it still there? Like, can I just walk back? All right. Well, with that, have a great day. You didn't see me. I'm gonna go, and I use the gate stone. And I just.
And now Wilbur is back. Been a couple minutes that he's been gone. Probably about 30 minutes.
So,
What did he tell you?
you guys want the good news or the bad news, or just the other news?
I guess the bad news.
It's some bad news.
The bad news. We've been gone a while.
How long?
Like a few months.
It's the 18th of Solus now.
So like a few months.
In 940,
Oh,
we were gone for a year and a half.
wow.
So that's a thing. Other than that, the good news is I do know a teleportation circle inside the city now.
That's great.
Has a little bit of bad news attached to it. It's for inside the Palace of Frost Living Thunder. So that'll be fun to explain why we just popped in.
Good.
And the good news, I have a friend in Thimblesweed again. His name's Belarus. He used to be a student, now he's a teacher. He's a good kid. I like him.
Explains how I want to make a student to a teacher since you were gone for.
Yep, makes a lot of sense.
Well, that'd be your first hit.
It was, and then you'd already whispered to me, ask what year it is. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna ask. I just want to get through the things. Level of importance. Can I get there? This. Can I not die next time I show up here? How fucked are we? So, you guys, you want to head over? Just pop into this palace.
Is he a friendly guy? Do we know?
She, when we saw her, looked like a little girl.
So
She's
yeah.
not. She's a white dragon.
Oh.
Yeah.
So no.
You ever just pop into the palace of a dragon?
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna see if it's fun.
Well,
I think we should let next year's do the talking when we get there.
I
Good
agree
idea.
with that.
It's the most trustworthy. And you're a dragon.
and yep, that.
What do you want me to say?
Anything that doesn't get us killed.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
That is all you. Explain why we're here. Why we're here. We were working for Marrakesh. Now I'm gonna start drawing out teleportation circle for Vostor.
Okay.
But we mean no harm to this person.
We mean no harm to this person.
Okay.
I think this person would kill us. Honestly.
I think so too, but I want to clarify that like
I don't think
I'm not lying.
I don't think they're
We're not
worried
lying.
about us, but they might be a little concerned that people just popped in that they don't know. They were at Thimblesweed, and now they wanted to kill me when I showed up.
Well, that's for other
They,
reasons.
they wanted to disintegrate me.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun.
So Or help.
We were helping Marrakesh.
Are we still helping him?
We're still helping him until we get back with the information, but I think he's already going to know what happened and where they went.
Yeah, we kind of messed up. Oops.
So, did I draw it out yet?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys ready?
Sure.
Let's go. Let's go.
How little party? You guys just teleport everywhere. You guys have been to 2 planes.
Now, 2 different cities and a temple that's out in the middle of nowhere.
You just traveled 2,000 miles in this. Look at a second. Yep.
I have a lot to try to get around.
Yeah.
Because we don't have Dove anymore.
You guys feel that sinking sensation as you plunge into the ether, twisting and turning, everything black. So your feet hit solid stone. You open your eyes and you see you are in a large, cavernous stone room. There is very little light that comes from blue flames in torches on the walls.
Can I cast light? For Nexiris?
There's light.
You said there's very little, though.
It's dim light in here.
Okay.
You hear a voice call out, "Oi! Who enters the palace of roast living thunder?"
You probably should let Kian help you out with that talking too, but go ahead.
And you see kind of like in the light there's a Goliath.
Say who we are.
I don't lie.
You and Kian can just work together and explain who we are and what we're doing.
Wearing scale mail that is enameled blue. Walking towards you.
We mean no harm. Just the Black Parade. We're here to help Marrakesh.
Why do you come to the palace of roast living thunder if you work for Marrakesh? Is this an assault? And you see his hand going to his sword. And you see behind him now, out of the darkness, are 4 more Goliath walking forward.
No, not an assault.
Similarly armored and armed.
Not an assault.
No, not an assault.
Must have been an accident. I told this was.
I
Do
thought
you
this
come
was
with
a
a train of
different-
Belethane then?
No.
No, I just didn't. We came to the wrong circle.
I'm sorry. I was told this was the circle.
Raise your hands.
Hands are up.
No, we're not here to hurt anybody.
I
This
wish
would have been a
Dove was
really
here.
stupid way to hurt somebody.
I wish Dove was here just because he raises his one hand. I'm sorry. I was told that this was the sigil sequence that we needed to get in. I didn't realize that it was
We wouldn't. This
directly
would have been a really horrible assault. No.
We're just trying to get to Marrakesh. If you could show us the way out, we can keep our hands up.
You will come before Our Lady.
Oh, God.
My goodness.
You definitely get to talk to her. You're a dragon.
You want me to talk to her?
Nope.
Oh,
Spread apart.
Okay.
Spreading apart.
You see, he walks forward now and has his hand on a sword, and behind him, the 4 Goliath have spears that are big for them. So for those of you who are not Goliath sized, very large.
I'm very small.
Yes. Says, keep your hands up.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
And then it says in giant, for those of you who understand giant,
Just Connor, I'm pretty sure.
you see a... You have no idea what that says.
Please don't kill me.
And one of them kind of pokes the spear near your feet.
Hey.
And he says, walk.
What did they say, Grizzly?
He said, keep an eye on them, stab them if they move. But then the tone us to move.
So you want us to walk? We're gonna walk. Okay. We start walking.
The one in front walks, and you see as you're led through, you're in a stone almost dungeon. There's no windows. The entirety of the chamber and hallway is lit with blue flames from torches and sconces. You are brought into another large open chamber. Cavernous ceilings that you can't see the height of. And what looks like a small, thin pinprick of light high above that sort of shines down like a spotlight in the center of the room. As you're walking next year, probably, you hit something with your foot, and you see it's the long leg bone of something that was alive, like the femur of something that was probably alive at some point in time.
Oh, this is not good.
This room has a chill to it, and as you look, you see the pillars that sort of support this large ceiling are covered in ice. and there's even ice under your feet as you're drawing closer to the center of the room, and you see glittering all around you in the low light, and what looks like frozen beneath the ice, coins and gems, a wealth of treasure.
It looks pretty.
In the center of the room, currently pushing what looks like a pile of snow together into a large ball, is a young girl. She's wearing just a light blue dress. It should probably be freezing for her in this room, as you're all starting to feel the chill. But she doesn't seem to mind, and she's what looks like making a snowman.
How old does she look? 10?
Should I sing the
About
song?
10.
Should I sing the song?
Probably not.
No. No.
I was just curious for. So I could
No.
see it in my head.
No.
After 13, now you're gonna ask
When you
how
get-
cool this one looks.
When you get about 60 feet away, the Goliath with the sword stops and says, "Your Excellency, we bring intruders discovered in the teleportation room. They name themselves Black Parade and say they work with Marrakesh." You see the girl kind of stops and then turns around and says, "Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. You want to play?"
Yeah?
Oh no. Oh god.
What are we doing? So
Here. Batu, let them pass. They can come help me play with my snowman.
Oh, yes.
And you see the Goliath sort of steps back and puts an arm forward, gesturing towards the little girl.
Can you give a playtime check, Tom?
I'm a great player.
As you get closer, you're going closer, right?
Yep.
Anyone else?
You guys can play too.
I
if you
will-
want.
I'll
With
like
him.
slowly follow behind him. Because
You
I'm
see
very
she's-
scared for him.
She's very young. She has what looks like a very light blonde hair, almost white. Like just a blue shift on. Her feet are barefoot, and she's standing in snow, like ankle deep snow for her.
I'm gonna say, I think there's been a misunderstanding.
You don't want to play?
No. Your friends seem to think we're here to hurt. We're not here to hurt anybody. I just want to be clear.
I would like to play. That's all on the table.
Yeah, she's talking all this crazy talk about
I know,
hurting
right?
people.
Yeah. Weird.
Is it okay if I just go see Marrakesh instead of playing right now? I can come back later.
No, I think everyone's gonna play for a little bit, and then I'll let you
I
go.
think it's okay if we play for a little
Yeah,
bit.
guys, just keep
Okay.
playing.
I need help making the snowman. I can't make them all on my own.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not big enough.
I
I
could
I could help.
We have a lot of big people here.
Yeah, you can make
And
a
one
really
very
big
small.
one.
Grizzly,
Yeah,
you
we
can
can.
lift things, right?
Yeah, Grizzly is very
Oh
good.
yeah, I could live everything.
Grizzly, don't eat the snow.
You can eat the stuff you want.
I thought it was just yellow snow.
Yeah, don't eat the yellow snow.
No, yellow snow tastes the best, Grizzly.
You always got my back, Wilbur.
I was gonna say, do I have to roll deception, but he probably just believes me.
So mean.
So do you guys go
Or
and start
Grizzly.
helping her build a snowman?
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we.
100%.
Yep, definitely do that.
Can I just use prestidigitation to make it look like it's snowing over us too?
It is snowing.
Oh, it is? Okay,
There's
good.
a light snow. That's
Never mind.
So yeah, you guys go, and as you start helping, she kind of giggles and just says like, "Here," and you see like she's pushing the snowball, kind of like around in a circle, and it says, "You're big," and points the next year. Push this one.
Okay.
Get it really, really big. We need to have a really big base.
All right. So I push it.
I want to help.
I got nothing.
And I make it as big as me, and then I say, "Is this big enough?"
As you're doing that, she White directs you, says,
I'm like,
"Here, you two," and points at Sephri and Carrick. Can you start working on like more parts? Like, why don't you make one that's a little bit smaller than the one she's making? Want to make an even smaller one for the head?
Ooh, I want to make the head. Truck and head.
Okay, I'll make the middle.
Awesome. And then
Yeah.
you, it points at Wilbur.
Yeah.
We need arms. Can you find arms for me? There's something to stick in for arms.
You want me to find arms?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll find arms to go in there.
Oh no.
I have-
Oh, no.
Hold on. I think I got this.
I don't think you do.
You can make a tree. You can use the sticks.
No, I got rid of them.
Pick up the bones.
No, I used to have like
Yeah.
3 extra quarter
Right,
staffs
right,
that I don't have anymore.
So Wilbur, you can give me an investigation check to find things he could use his arms.
Yep.
I wonder what you're gonna find.
That would be
No, Cole, why do you
a
have
12.
water?
12. Alright, so you find what looks like a shattered longsword.
Ooh, I do have 1 staff. I don't have 2, but I have 1 quarter staff.
You find a couple things. You find a shattered longsword you can maybe use as like a very small arm. You find a couple bones.
Yep.
That look like they've been gnawed on.
Okay. Anything else?
That's about it.
Is it cold enough for water to freeze like almost instantly in here?
Yes.
What about like a water elemental? That's not gonna die in here, is it?
No.
But any water it made, would that?
Probably.
It would freeze.
Maybe.
I don't know how I should do that. The guards might attack me. Never mind. Okay.
Please don't.
I
So
want to
after about 30, 45 minutes, you guys get this big giant snowman about Grizzly's height tall. And he's sticking the arms, and she says, "Great!
Oh my gosh,
Awesome.
it's gonna turn it into a thing.
I hope so.
I'm gonna fit a snowman.
Shen says, "Cool. So, what the fuck are you doing in my house?"
So you want to
We-
take this one?
We're sent by Merrick.
Right, I heard that part.
We went into a tomb, and then
Why do you think? Why would it be a good idea to come in my house and not Marrakesh's house?
we had no other information to get us here, and there was a
What
large
game
army.
is that fucking giant playing?
He didn't give us the information. We got it from another person.
Who?
It was from a random person working at a teleportation circle.
Where?
Off the top of my head, do I know any other place besides Thimblesweet that isn't Careport or Emberhold? The main city. What was the main city we were in?
Ardenia?
Ardenia. It was in Ardenia.
Where in Ardenia?
Oh my god. Shit, this one would kill you.
The main teleportation circle in the palace.
Oh man.
They just gave me the first one they could find for
Give me a
Vastor.
deception
I
check.
just want to tell you the truth.
Damn it.
Can we just go back to the part where we were all playing with the snowman and it's so fun?
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna,
was really fun, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was
I'm
so
gonna,
fun.
I'm gonna Tides of Chaos that.
Okay.
Do you want to
That's better. And I'll go ahead and bend luck for it too.
Oh god.
It's a 19.
19?
Yeah.
Colton.
Thank you for your honesty.
Oh no.
That
You're welcome.
sounds sincere or like sarcastic.
Insight check.
Oh no.
It's not great.
Can I insight check too?
I'm gonna.
It's a 13.
I want to know if
I'm
I'm about to
definitely not
die.
an insight check.
14.
23.
She seems genuine.
Okay.
She seems genuinely happy you told her that
Oh
information.
god,
Oh gosh,
she's
it's
scary.
totally gonna kill somebody.
It was just the person looked very new, so I don't know that they know what they were doing. I'm sorry that we came here. It was a mistake.
Oh, definitely was a mistake.
If you want, here, this is my little book with the teleportation circles, and I'll just rip out the one for her palace and hand it
Oh,
to
that's
her.
great. And she takes it, and as she grabs it from your hand, she goes, "Whew," and it turns to solid ice, and then she just drops it on the ground, and it shatters into a million pieces.
I'm gonna go ahead and remove that one. This doesn't seem like a place we should come back to.
Ever.
Ever.
Yeah, no.
Now, couple things are gonna happen. I'm getting hungry, and it's almost snack time. So here's what we could do. Either I can eat you, or you can give me a reason not to. Now, see, if I eat you, there's 2 ways it can go down. First is I change out of this little form. I freeze you to death. It's instant and quick. And then I let you thaw out a little bit, and I crunch on you like some pretzels. The more fun way is I just tear you limb from limb like a little girl. That's more fun because then I get to hear you scream. And from what I can tell, it's not fun. Batu over there, he can't even watch sometimes. He almost threw up once. So depending on how much you piss me off, Depends on how I'm gonna eat you.
What about the option where we don't get eaten?
Yeah. What if we give you a reason?
Yeah.
That's where the annoying me part comes in.
Oh.
If you annoy me, then I'm gonna eat you in the painful way.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not do
Gotcha. Fair. I guess that's okay.
Well, what would you like from us? We can give you a favor.
A favor? What kind of favor?
Just like any, you know, you need like your little room cleaned up, or you want like somebody to bring you food. We can bring you some food.
Why would I just want to bring me food when the food comes to me?
Alright.
That was very stupid, Carrick.
Yeah, my bad. My bad, guys.
Maybe you don't talk anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should probably take this one.
Yep.
Anybody else?
There's a lot of orcs outside.
Is this
I feel like that's
castle place? It's in the
why we're coming back to
town we're
help.
trying to save, right?
It's in the city you're trying to say.
Okay.
I got.
We were just coming back to the city to report back to Marrakesh and see if we could help with a large army of orcs outside. We just come to help the city, that's all.
We're all talking about what we're gonna do with that. All the dukes are getting together. I'm sure Marrakesh told you that if he sent you on missions.
He sent us on a mission.
problem
He sent us
a
on a
long
mission
time
a
ago.
really long time ago.
We went to the Feywild for a little bit.
Well, that was silly.
It was.
You're right. You are
very
Unfortunately,
silly.
that was the only way we could.
We weren't
live.
thinking. That's what happened
We have a lot of accidents that occurred.
lately.
So, he sent us on that mission about 1.5 years ago. We don't know what's happened. We came back and saw an army outside, and we wanted to help.
Give me a persuasion check, Wilbert.
Just me?
With advantage because everyone's helping you.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
That's
Oh,
worse.
Shit.
How's that worse?
That was a 2.
I
Right?
got a
first-
7. It was a 7 and a 2.
Oh, the first one was a 2.
No, it was a 1 and a 7. 1 and a 2. 7 and a 2. What the hell?
14.
14.
Yep, and let me get rid of those social points.
Yeah.
You count your +4 from being close to next year's.
Kind of cocks
That's
her
for
head.
saving throw. It's not for ability checks.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Good call.
Wasn't enough to piss me off, so I think I'm gonna freeze you. I'll do it nice for you.
Okay. I'm gonna talk. We're gonna just ignore the rest of the group.
Oh,
They
God.
just haven't been thinking lately.
I didn't.
What about this? We will go out to the front lines of the war and fight for you guys and do whatever you want for like the next few months. We'll just be basically your slaves. That's fine. Nope.
No, don't promise slavery to a dragon. Please don't promise to be a slave
And
to a
if you
dragon.
don't like our work, we will offer you one of our own. Or I can just offer you one of our own right now.
I don't agree to any of that. I have a much
They-
better way of getting out of here than promising
I
to be a
don't know
slave
about
to a
that.
dragon.
Or if you have any better ideas besides eating us, because we're really good people. We've
We're
done
really
a-
helpful.
We are really helpful. And next year she's really smart, so she wants to. Nope, she doesn't know what to talk.
Magic to help out right now.
Like what?
That was not meant to roll.
Like what? What do you want?
Anything.
I like the idea of you helping us fight. See, this is why I don't think you're really working with Marrakesh.
Banish her.
Because if you were, you know it. Him and I kind
Should
of
I
agree
banish her
right
to
now.
another plane of existence?
We both think it's a really good idea that we should just kill all the orcs. But
I-
it's stupid Atuma and Ahuma. They think we should just try to find some peaceful resolution.
Nope, you
No,
The
no.
orcs are definitely not peaceful.
Come on.
No, I
We're
think,
all
I think we
orcs.
should
I
kill
know.
the orcs.
We're okay with
right
I
now.
love the way orcs taste.
I'm a
Yes,
Oh, that
we
would
can
be-
bring you as many
Wow,
orcs
you'd
as
have
you like.
so many good snacks.
You know what's also pretty tasty? Gnomes. They're very tender.
I feel like
I
it's
knew-
not.
I knew she
So
wasn't gonna say
bland.
dry.
I'm gonna step like in front of him and just be like, I don't think they taste that well.
I'm getting
Like great.
about ready to try to get us out of here. I can't plane shift, even though I have a spell slot. But
So can we make a deal? We bring you tons of orcs, either dead or alive, whichever you prefer, in exchange
I
for letting
like
us out
you
of here.
helping us fight, but I like shiny things. What shiny things do you
I
guys
have
hold
a
on.
big fat
Don't say anything. was the one thing we were gonna get rid of?
The
Not
pipes.
pipes are not shiny. They actually look cracked and broken.
Isn't the
They're
amethyst?
cracked, dirty, and broken.
But-
that was the
We don't. I don't know. Where's
Isn't the
Dwarven Thrower?
amethyst super?
So good.
The Dwarven Thrower. I don't know if we want to give it away.
I would.
I don't know. Does it really want it? What? They can't use it.
Hold on.
plus 3 bonus to attack.
They can't use it. It's not a dwarf.
Any of the gems shiny? We have
Yeah,
what, 90?
probably.
I have a big fat amethyst right now
Or to
Yeah.
give
that
him,
I'm currently
Give it
holding.
or to
that.
give
Just
him
give
a
it that.
peridot.
Okay, so I can.
Wait, how much
Yeah,
is
say
the
that.
amethyst worth?
I
We
don't
never-
know. And you
yeah.
never told me.
I guess
See
give
that.
give
See
the
what
other.
happens.
I have a big fat amethyst. If you want that?
Let me see.
Pull it out and show it.
She takes it.
So scared right now.
What else do you have? And she, as she says that, she throws it up in the air, and you see it tumbling, and she breathes a jet of
Oh, God.
of cold breath, and you watch it push it against a pillar, and it freezes in place on the wall. Make sure you mark off that emerald or amethyst dog.
I don't want to go too much.
I don't know.
out here.
How? How do you?
Can't we just distract her and
Okay, I have an idea. Draw.
give her one more gem?
How much? No, I'm not drawing a circle with paint on the ground.
Okay,
It's
but
just the second time you've asked that.
distract
How
her
much
with
do I know
another
about
gem.
dragons? From all of our interactions and whatnot in travel in the war.
I could try to banish her, but I feel like that would be a really bad idea.
Oh my god. Don't do that.
I could try to
Don't.
plane shift her, but that could
About
also
dragons?
be
What do you
Well, it
want?
would
What do you
be
want to know about dragons?
They have true sight. Can they see invisible people?
Give me.
I'm just thinking through some plans in my head. That is a 24.
A 24. You know, older dragons tend to
Is it possible for me to investigate without her noticing?
investigate what?
We never heard about
see if
how
there's
old
any
she
doors
was,
right
did we?
here.
How old she
Oh.
really was.
I think she's a little over 10.
Because I can like sneak around trying to like very stealthily investigate without anyone noticing.
Probably not.
Oh, I have an idea. But it wouldn't work.
What's your idea?
It was to turn into an animal and try to sneak away. Like a spider. Try to sneak away.
Sneak
I-
away.
I
We're in the
can-
middle of an ice tomb.
Yeah, no,
Do
that's
I see
why.
any doors
Can I,
or
like, go
anything that
hide
look
and
like they'd be the way
Turn
out?
into
or is
America.
it-
I should be like, I'm here.
You see across the chamber looks like
Totally,
there's a
that would
door.
totally work.
Okay.
There's also the door you guys came in to
I'll
get
just
into
tell her to
here.
close her eyes real quick.
She says,
Yeah,
think
we
about it
can
like
play
this.
peekaboo.
You could give me shiny things now, or I could just eat you and take the shiny things.
I feel like we should
I really don't know.
just go for the real quick
I
route.
don't think it's gonna work.
It's definitely not gonna work. Can we give her 13?
No!
Should I give her the succubus ring?
What does that do?
I'm waiting.
Do you wanna play a game?
Here's a couple small little sapphires. 5 sapphires. There was 6. It just says party sapphires. They're the small one. I don't know how big they are, but I put them in the hand of the thing and it crushed one.
She takes them, says, "These are boring."
They're shiny though.
She just drops them on the ground, and like as she does, you see Frost like weave her hand, and they freeze on the ground where she dropped them.
Why do you want shiny things? They're just gonna freeze them. They're not even shiny
I
anymore.
want to keep them.
They're not even shiny
Look
anymore.
how sparkly it is in here.
Is it sparkly?
Yeah. You notice it like it's all glinting underneath the ice.
Yeah.
I forgot she had some coins and stuff under the ice.
Does anyone else in the party speak Gnomish that I know?
I
13.
13 does. I'm gonna say to 13. Do you think she's trying to eat us? Because she said something about gnomes in Gnomish.
Just give her 13.
No!
No.
No!
13.
Absolutely
13,
not.
13 just looks at you and just goes,
While I'm saying it, I want to look at her to see if she shows any indication of understanding what I said.
"Give me an insight check."
That's pretty good. That's pretty
That's a 15.
15.
Can I just be a bad?
She's just kind of like while this is happening, she's
Leave
like
it alone.
currently like picked up a snowball and she's thrown it at Batu, the Goliath who led you in here, and just kind of like lets it hit his armor. He doesn't respond.
Which is?
I can be a bad and also fly away.
She can totally hear us, even though we're whispering 5 feet from her, aren't we?
Yeah, I can hear everything you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Why are you whispering to me? No?
You don't have an opal.
What's opal?
Yeah, what opal? We never found an opal.
That small one.
That's this one.
This is getting really boring. Either give me shiny things,
We gave
or
you all
I'm
the
gonna
shiny
eat
things we
somebody.
had. Eat that other guy. Eat Batu.
Goliath tastes gross. I can get it Goliath whenever I want.
Fine.
I don't think I taste spirit good, probably.
I don't know. We could try.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, she wants to eat
God.
too. Yeah.
Do you know any spells that can help us in this situation, like that you would have to do with your hands? Because I have gloves of thievery, which means that when you wear them.
No. I can't do that.
All right.
I have one, but that's emergency.
No.
Oh, I can't even do that actually. No,
Why
I
not?
can't
Why can't you do this?
because I still need a tuning
Should I
fork to
just
do
do
that.
this?
Oh, yeah.
I can't send someone else to a plane without the
sure,
tuning
Ben.
fork.
I might
either,
just. Alright, then
Against their ball.
I might just do it then.
You're
Do
gonna try
what?
to banish her?
You don't have to fight this thing.
We're gonna try to banish her.
This idea was really good.
See,
Yeah, but
my
if you
original
fail-
plan was just make us invisible and run away, and then I was like, I don't know if that'll work because I don't know how old she is, and I know now that older dragons can see like that. So then my second plan was, I can't plane shift us. Maybe I can just try to plane shift her, and then we fight her goons and run. Because I'd have to hit her with a melee attack, and that's plus 12, and then she has to save against a DC 20 charisma saving throw.
Instead,
And she
actually
seems
turn into
crazy as
Marrakesh,
shit,
but
and
I
not
think
that
that's good.
charismatic.
Well, that's.
Like if it was a
Little girl
strength or
is
constitution or dexterity, literally anything
mine's-
other than charisma, I'd be like, I don't know if she can pass it. But charisma, she seems like she has
Mine's
none.
also charisma.
Okay, so are we about to try to fight a white dragon? That could be a very big one. Or
I don't know. I still like my plan. Even though she knows about it now. I think it could still work. We're just in a really good distraction, guys.
Let's play hide and seek.
Yeah.
Do you want to play hide and seek?
Do you want to play hide and seek?
I think we
Miss-
should play hide and seek with all of your.
Shiny things.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a fun game.
Because, I could just start trying to eat you, and it's like hide and seek, but I get something at the end.
Yeah, let's do
Yes,
that.
let's do that.
Let's do
if
that.
you find us, you get to eat us.
no, let's not do
Nope,
that.
let's not. You're
No,
right.
she does not speak for the group.
I'm a really good finder.
Sure you are.
What if we just find you some tasty orcs? You know
Oh, yeah,
they
I
taste
forgot.
good.
Right, we talked about this. You're gonna find me orcs, but first you're gonna give me shinies.
We gave you
We
shiny
don't have
moves.
anything shiny that is ours to give. Everything else we
So
have belongs to
shiny.
Marrakesh.
Definitely sing that song over right
Does
now.
that actually belong to me?
It'll help.
I have so many songs for you. Do you want me to sing?
Will that help if
Should I sing?
next year?
Do you like this? Do you like
We
songs?
belong to Marrakesh.
No.
We belong to him. We're his slaves.
Oh god.
I can give you the death of many things. Isn't that shiny?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't think we should give her that.
She ever heard of a deck of many things? Maybe we should get her to pull one.
You've got cards?
We have
Cards. Do you like cards?
Would you like to
I
pull?
love cards.
Oh god.
You want to play this
We
card
have
game?
the game for you. You love games, right?
Oh no.
Some games.
What games don't you like?
Oh. Boring games.
Well, this game's fun.
I like games where I get to eat something.
You might get to eat something from this game.
I'm so hungry.
Because there's a chance that someone's a fighter. So, do I still have that?
I think you do.
The deck?
Yeah. Yep. I pull out a deck of many things and say, so this is a fun game.
Okay.
You just say how many cards you want to pull, and you pull one, and then something really cool happens.
Oh, really?
Most of the time.
Give me a persuasion check.
Why is it pretty scary?
That's
Little girl is pretty scary.
I'm not proficient in persuasion. I'm proficient in intimidation. You want me to try to intimidate the dragon?
No. Absolutely
You should
not.
hand the deck to Sefri and have
I'm
her
really
persuade.
good.
You know what?
Persuasion.
Because I feel like it's worth it for these interactions.
good at
19.
deception intimidation.
19?
I'm getting low on sorcery points.
That's
I've
all
got
right.
She
10
says-
left.
I'll play, but you go first.
That would be rude.
I don't think so.
I'm not gonna play
the
this
rule
game.
of
This
the
is
game,
my least.
the rule of the game is
I'm
to let
s-
our guests go first.
We're
We're a polite
I
group.
don't want that to happen, and I'm starting to get angry.
Can I really?
13, you go first.
Yeah, 13. 13 is going first.
She's not going first. I'll go first. I'll go first.
Karen, you're not going first either.
I'll go first.
There's a chance that you're slowing yourself away, but go ahead.
I'll go first if that's what we need to do.
Okay.
I've pulled too many times for this anyway.
I'll do it.
Can
I'll do it.
I try to deceive her? Be really deceptive. Why? What are you doing, Cole?
You're gonna pull?
No, I'm.
But if I pull, then you're definitely gonna pull.
I'll pull a card if you pull.
Yeah, but I go first, right? And then you go.
Can,
Yeah,
can I
okay.
insight check her to see if she's telling the truth?
Sure.
Can I try to
13.
persuade her to go first?
She's very set in
Can
what you guys are doing
Can I
first.
try
Good for
really
you.
hard
Yeah.
to persuade her?
I will.
She
It's
seems
fist.
untrusting of you guys.
That's fair.
I'll pull.
No.
I'll pull for it.
Can I?
Not the
can
worst
I
idea on her
please
part.
try to persuade her?
It's not gonna work, Kate.
Yeah, I don't think it's
You need like a natural 20 and then also like plus 20 in that.
I think hers is almost that high.
You can try one more time, but she seems very set that if she gets annoyed, she wants to eat us. Which I'd love to run away right now.
Well, we can't do that right now.
So
It's horrifying. I should have assumed it didn't work earlier. That's the best option.
Yeah.
Or maybe we should kept going down the hallway.
there's one more thing I could do.
What? What could you do?
What could I do?
Yeah.
I would need a whole minute with no one seeing what I'm doing.
Yeah. That's,
We're in an open room and her guards are behind us and she's in front of us.
Yeah. Well, this
I
is
can
it. This is it right here.
use my sorcery points to make another spell slot, and I can cast teleportation circle again. So
Oh
we
my
leave,
God. I don't know. I think we just.
and we just leave and find another way to come back to Vostor because this lady's crazy.
Skill challenge.
Well, no, I think we could find another
No, wait, just kidding.
teleportation. Why did you have to give us this one? What's wrong with you? We beat your two Horus, you're like, ha, fuck them, let's put them in front of a dragon. Not only a dragon, but a really crazy one.
Like probably one of the most horrifying
Oh,
people
wait.
you've created.
She's a chromatic dragon, she's not a metallic dragon.
Is that the evil kind?
Yeah, that's the kind that is evil.
White dragons are very aggressive and just animalistic psychopaths.
That's me knowing, not Wilbur. Wilbur just knows that she might be able
Next
to see
year
us
knows
and make
that.
us
So
invisible.
you're gonna pull a
You know
card?
things.
Only if you do after me.
I will.
Okay. All right.
Godspeed.
Can you cut the deck for me, please?
Do you know what that means, Kate?
Just pick it up wherever you want.
Wow. There's the generation gap.
It's just to make sure that
Okay.
when you shuffle, cutting the deck just moves it to make sure that he didn't set the deck against us or something. Now you're in charge of whatever card he pulls. If he pulls
Oh,
something bad,
God.
it's on you. You declare one card?
You only declare one card.
Oh god, Brian.
I feel like
That's a cool
13
deck.
What does it say?
What is it?
The chariot.
Doesn't sound
That
bad.
doesn't sound bad, but,
But
they're
some
also,
of the some of the
these
good
aren't
ones.
exactly what those are.
I was gonna say some of the good ones don't sound good either.
What is it?
Oh, no.
The card in your hand bursts into flame. You know that somewhere a powerful devil has become your enemy. The devil seeks your ruin and plagues your life, savoring your suffering before attempting to
Wow,
slay
you have two of those chasing you now.
This enmity
I
lasts
do.
until either you or the devil
Why do you
dies.
have another one?
The I don't know if it's officially devil, but what's the fucking is it called?
I forget. But
The
there's-
Rakshasha.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the Rakshasha because you killed it.
Yep.
I forgot that we had a Rakshasha.
I have an idea how
Don't
to
let us.
get rid of this. Kill me.
What?
Bring me back. It says until I die.
You don't know what happened from that card.
Do I not?
Brian knows.
No,
Oh, he knows that
Karen
there's
is
one?
aware that a devil is
Yeah, I
currently
thought I
his
knew that.
enemy.
Yeah.
And that him dying would stop it?
He thinks.
I don't think we should do that. Because
Why?
there's also a chance that you don't actually come back.
She
Bring me back.
Hold the Knight of Swords.
That doesn't sound
That sounds
good.
like a good one.
That sounds good.
Yeah, doesn't sound good for us.
Please
Well,
tell me
actually,
she
it
gets
could
like.
be. If she gets a good one, it's still good for us.
It's bad. It's bad.
What is
it's
it?
really bad. It's
Suddenly,
It's really bad.
Tell me her. It's the
Actually,
soul
probably better if
despair
she
one.
gets a
No,
good
that's
one.
the void,
it's
isn't
the
it?
Knight.
Oh, the knight. It is the knight.
It's not good.
Suddenly, kneeling before her, there is a
Because if it's good, it's still good for
blue
us.
dragonborn
I'm just happy.
in
Right?
plate armor. She says, I pledge myself to you, Roche.
Oh no.
Wait, that's not good?
No.
She goes, this is fun. What's your
Yeah.
name? He goes, I have no name. I exist only to serve you.
That's literally the one that I said.
That's cool. Come here. And he walks forward, like gets up, walks forward towards her, and she takes her hand and just reaches up and slices his neck really slowly with her nail, and you watch him go, and blood just starts pumping out of his neck. And she like takes a finger, like as he's like stumbling over, and like takes it and licks and goes, yeah, dragon is kind of tasty.
So, that was fun, right? And we got you food,
Right?
I did get to eat something.
right?
And he was shiny.
He's currently at her feet, like still like trying to hold his
We're
neck.
terrible
closed.
people. Because we're talking about it as he's still dying.
Yeah.
He looks over at you guys with his eyes wide open, just like.
I really want to magic missile him to death, but
Next
I'm
to her
not going
says
to do
tears just running down her face.
it. Just hide it. Just keep it in.
Thanks, cool.
She's just like, what?
He's been on my stuff.
It's pushing my DM screen.
He just wants to be close to you. So, would it be okay if we went to see Marrakesh now?
I guess. Make sure you come see me before you leave, though. Just to say goodbye.
Okay.
We'll build another
Of course.
snowman.
All right, Batu, you can show them out. I'm gonna have some fun.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yes.
And you see, like, as you're walking out, she like goes over to something and pulls out the quarterstaff and just like puts it in the guy's neck, the wound, and like pushes, and you hear
You're a
gurgling.
sick human
Yeah,
being.
you have problems.
God. What the heck?
I'm so happy.
You could
Not
have just
me,
made
it's
her
her.
want to eat us, but instead you're like, no, she wants to really torture the guy that's dying.
Not me, it's her. Sometimes
So we're
you guys gotta side with some real fucked up people.
Alright,
Batu
let's
leads
get
you
the
through
fuck
some
out of here.
twisting turns until you come out to the sunlight. And you feel like as you're walking and getting warmer and warmer and warmer, so finally you're sweating.
I just want to be taking mental notes as we walk of what way we're walking to get out of that room.
Okay.
Just so I know how to get out of that room.
It doesn't
For
seem like a
future
maze.
reference.
It's honestly, it seems like most of this palace is taken up by that chamber that she was in. As you come out, you see the city around you. You do see some fires that look like they are. Essentially, it looks like they're in shopping areas. Like there's been riots in the city, probably from the whole siege going on. People are getting a little hungry.
So, off to Marrakesh's temple palace area.
Sure.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Keen can lead us. I never want to see her again.
No, I don't want to say goodbye to her.
Nope.
We were lying when we said that, right?
I hope
actually
so.
went back.
I don't want to go back. But I'm also scared.
Unfortunately,
if
we
you
did
don't-
introduce ourselves.
You know,
Well, we kind of had to.
You guys walk for
stakes for me.
about 2 hours through the city. Kian leading you until you see the very familiar white-pillared palace of Marrakesh, the Western Wind, and the Stormbringer.
That's kind of what she sounds like.
Yes.
Stormbringer.
You talk with the guards, and they seem confused, but willing to assist and lead you.
I feel like he's not going to be happy with us.
And-
either, 'cause it's been a year and a half.
When you were
Anything
last
makes
here,
sense.
there was a lot of people like working and in around the palace in the wintertime. There's less people here now. And you notice that the city as well. When it's the beginning of winter, the city was much more full. You go past entire what look like housing districts that are empty. No one's living in there. And if you remember, the city is made that people come here in the winter to stay, and during the spring, summer, and fall months, nomads living on the plain, on the
Gotcha.
steppe. You're brought into that same room where when you first met him, he was reading the bones and casting the bones. Now he sits on his stone throne, holding across his lap a large sword that he's currently polishing with a rag. And she looks like as you walk in. He says, "Well done, Black Parade. It's been some time."
We're sorry about that. The tomb that they went into, it really distorted time for us. And the only way we could get out of it brought us to the Feywild as well, which did not help.
I sent you to stop the army from coming.
We killed all but one. He got away, and that's what brought the army.
We tried really hard.
Come here.
Which one do you slay? Velathane or Uruk-Thal?
Oh, no, the two guys that were asking about the tomb.
These men,
Alright, Chuck, relax.
they don't march with this army. No humans have been seen. Orcs led by Goliath.
That's not good.
Where did he go? He was an elf, not a human.
Yeah,
Or a half elf.
Yeah, he was like, yeah.
He was a half elf.
Where's Bailey?
She went with them.
Oh, shit.
Are you kidding me? You know that?
No.
She was gonna whine when they left.
Gotcha.
Like a lot, so.
Gotcha.
Well, we're here now. And we'd love to help in the fight.
Your bones told me you will be successful. They do not lie.
So
We were successful. In some aspects.
Yeah, it depends on what success you were looking for.
Or the success has not yet been found.
I guess that,
That's a good
that could
point.
be true.
Didn't he just send us to find out what they were doing?
That's not
And not stop them? Oh, we couldn't stop them.
What did this tomb have that Belathane desired?
The tomb was for Agamemnon, Moto, Azeroth. What's his name?
Asarak.
Azerak. Was for.
I know not this name. This Asarak.
You never heard of him?
Do you know the name of Vecna?
He's whispered. He got a secret on death.
Azerak was his student.
What does all this have to do with me? With my people?
They want to bring Vecna back.
What makes you say this?
They took a head from inside the tomb. And as they left, the head started to come alive.
Who is they?
There's
Oh,
one guy.
Ball's friend's name wasn't Ballsack. Everest.
Yeah.
His name was Everest. He was one of the two men asking around town.
The
about
dark
the
robed
tomb.
men.
Yes, the half elf.
What desire do they have? What reason do they have for the interest in this tomb?
I guess they were looking for the head.
We believe they're part of a cult that worships Vecna and wants to bring him back. Yep. We killed his friend and all the orcs that went with them.
No prisoners was your theory then. No one to speak to us.
We tried.
We tried to keep him alive, but he got away.
Well now.
He teleported.
He leans back. Takes the sword and holds it up. How'd you get back in the city?
Oh, well, that story is fun.
That is a story in and of itself that involves Rosh the Living Thunder.
She brought you in.
Most certainly did not.
Exactly.
Let us live, I
Random
guess.
question. How old is she?
Old. She's been one of the winds for...
Would you say she's ancient? She older than you?
Oh, yes.
And how old are you?
I'm near 400 years old.
Okay. Yes. I mean, I'm 80-something, and I'm the oldest person in our group.
I'm like 20.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like 80... Well, at this point, I think
You guys should add a
technically-
year and a half.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, no, not really.
No,
Happy birthday!
we spent a day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Technically, I think I'm like 86 or 87 now. So we've been going for a while. How long have we been traveling? Besides that,
3-4 months. About.
altogether, we've only been together for 3 or 4
Oh,
months.
the whole group?
Whole group.
A couple of years now. Like
Yeah, that's what I was
2,
thinking.
Almost 3 years.
That's
Yeah,
what I was thinking. I should be like,
I've had a birthday.
Yeah.
so,
Well, you had another birthday, but you were gone for it.
my invisibility plan wouldn't have worked.
How long have
I should not think about making us invisible.
You've been with them for about 3 months.
So, I went to another town that I know how to get to via teleportation circle and asked them for the code to get here, the sigil sequence to get into Vostor. And they gave me the one to Ross Living Thunder's palace, which she didn't like.
How did they have this this sequence?
Who's a good girl?
I didn't ask. I just asked them for the sigil sequence to get into Vostor.
Please tell me you do not tell Roche this.
She knows.
Who's a good girl?
She's
You may want to, when you're done here, defend this town you speak of. Not sure if you know, but Roche, she sees herself as an artist, and her paint is blood and ice.
Charlie.
She thinks it's Ardenia, the city.
The capital,
Yes.
of course.
Yes.
Well, now that city can't catch a break.
No, it cannot. This part, I believe, is my doing. But if she
I
is
thought you were
so,
snapping your finger at me.
I can't snap this hand.
I can't snap both hands. If she's so crazy, why don't you stop her?
She's a Duke of Sharash. She serves Ushaka. Charlie, get down.
I think there's a chicken tender up there.
There was.
There's not anymore.
So, about these orcs.
Roche and I have been persuading the other dukes we should march. We're preparing our forces and began our draft. Hence the riots I'm sure you've seen throughout the city.
Yes.
Many don't want their sons and daughters to march to war.
Well, how do you guys feel about helping with the orcs?
I feel like, do we have another choice?
Yeah.
I mean, we can always just not, but I prefer to help them. They're a city in need.
Yeah, we might as well.
We'd like to help you, but there's two things. First, I don't ever want to be by Roche again.
I would recommend that.
She wants us to come back to say goodbye before we leave.
I'd maybe do it from afar.
From here, would you mind? She said you'd see her later. Can you just say that we're working with you?
If you did this, I would say wave and run. Fast.
We just- We'd like it to be known that we work for and with you exclusively. We help the city of Vostor only for and because of you. Right, guys?
I could do this thing.
Could you?
The second thing, you sent us out on a job 1.5 years ago. And although we might be a little bit late coming back, we did what you asked. We tracked down the 2 men
You did? You did?
and killed most of them.
2 things I offered you. Did I not?
Correct.
Yes, you did, sir.
I'd say your jobs were not completed to the standard of which I would have desired.
Half done?
And so I will offer you 1.
We'll take your trinket, your nose ring.
He just takes it.
Sorry, Gore.
Can you do me a favor before you give it to us? Can you identify it for me? Actually, never mind. We'll just take it. We'll just take it.
He tosses it and
We'll take the trinket. That's a bad idea.
just
To have the
Yeah,
guy
why
give
would
it
you-
to us.
slides in front of your feet. Try to stop. You're not getting my sandwich.
Thank you.
Do people in your grade do this?
For the
People
second.
do this on Snapchat?
Half of the payment.
Okay. Well, because like you don't do it, so I'm like, why is she doing this? Okay.
If we help you with the orcs, can that still be given?
I'll
Charles?
consider it.
It wouldn't be for the same man.
For another.
For another.
Well, now. I will consider it.
Good to know.
I can have rooms prepared for you. We plan to march in the morning.
March on the orcs?
Yes, we take the fight to them.
And how many soldiers do you have?
At last count, 90,000.
90,000. And how many soldiers do they have?
Greater than 200,000.
That's what I counted myself.
We hope our Griffin Riders and Roche herself will provide us an advantage. We're able to push a hole through their center.
We have like a third of people they do. It's alright. Black Parade is worth 100 times as many people. Right. Right.
We took down 2 orcs by just going woo.
That is true.
So come
Yeah. Orcs are pretty dumb.
Now be gone!
here. Oh, there's my girl. There she is. Hello.
Do you need any help with the preparations for the plans
Hi.
of the battle? I have military
People really wet
experience.
nose, like
I will
you
call upon you later tonight.
Good to know. Then we'll go to our rooms then. Right, guys?
Yeah, that's a good
Right?
idea.
Yeah.
said. Trying to eat
You guys head to your rooms. I think you had rooms here in the past, right? You stayed here
Can I
now?
have an Axios?
We stayed here one night.
I would like an Axios.
You guys have the
I-
same rooms?
I would like to also have an X series, but then I'd like to identify what that thing is.
You
Check it
can.
out.
And we will
And
also
tell everyone.
pick this up next time.
I can't believe I got cursed.
I can believe you got cursed.
Why
You
would
also have a
just not
devil
let
searching for you.
13 do it.
And that really, really
I'm gonna
lucked
stop the
out.
stream. Thank you for tuning in if you did.
Because she could have pulled so many things that would not have made her happy.